Alright, hello, welcome back, good morning everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are returning to Guild Wars 2 on the EU servers. If you're watching on Twitch, the Drops campaign is still active until end of day Sunday. If you're on YouTube, well, I hope you enjoy the show. Hope you guys are doing it. Did I just hear the chirp? There are sound effects that certain people in chat are able to play, and one of them set theirs up to be the chirp, and he's had a lot of fun with it. Okay, let's see here. Jumping back into this. I'm back on the EU servers after playing on NA last night. Cleaning the bags a little bit here. Yeah, so Dena, if you look in chat, that one line that says roll out the red carpet, Seth is here, that was him. That was him doing his thing. Gotta change your fire alarm batteries. Dude, apparently every day. Every day Seth comes in, my fire alarm batteries need changing. It's crazy. Price of shadow fruit already tanked a lot. I don't know, did it? Let's see. Still profitable. So this, I spent 50 gold planting these. It's worth 76. After fees, it's worth 65. So I spent 50 gold on this. And if I sell it, I get 15 gold profit, and it took me 3 seconds of work to get it. So 15 gold profit for 3 seconds of work. That's still incredibly profitable. But yeah, is it cheaper now? Yep. It is. Up to people if they decide they still want to sell them or if they don't. Farming Champs in Bava is giving me 140 map currency an hour, or like 300 gold. Wait, what? You're turning map currency into 300 gold? Is the map currency tradable? Hang on, these things? No, these are account bound. What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? Let's go back to that. Can we eat the shadow fruit now? The forbidden fruit. The expensive snack. There's a vendor for supply crates. Oh, got it. Okay, speaking of working on the legendary stuff, I was working on a Lowland Shore map comp on the my tallest character last night because I need Gift of Lowland Shore, Gift of Janthier Sentry. And I finished it other than the hearts. So this character, I need to knock out some hearts real quick on this guy. Dude, I have no idea what this guy's combat readiness is. Hang on a second. Okay, he's got a build. Do I have my legendary stuff on him? Yeah, force impact. Okay. Alright. I guess we got something here. Good enough. Yeah, convert map currency to mist gate residues at the vendor. I see rifle power mac. Yeah, I don't even remember when I set this guy's build up, but we did, so it's fine.
Janthier is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
Oh wow, dude, the lag on that. Oh, that is super slow. Okay, scratch that. Let's see.
When my guard's up, think strategically. Head-on attacks don't always land, so get creative.
Get creative.
Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
Alright. I think doing 4 arena events is enough for that heart. Might do that, but waiting on the arena events to spawn right now. Yeah, once I get the hearts done here, then I'll have the Gift of Lowland Shore again. It's a lot faster to just get a new character to do the map comp than to get 2,000 Ursus Obliges to buy another map comp on the same character. Is this full Berserker? Yeah, this guy appears to be full Berserker.
Need to catch my breath after that.
Is there a teleporter Janthier now? There's been one from the homestead. So if you already have access to the homestead, you can use that to teleport there.
Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you.
Did I stop getting credit for this one? Hang on. Yeah, I think I'm not getting credit for that one anymore. The new portal tome came with a Janthier teleport. Oh, I guess there's that too. Tallest sister I've ever seen. Me too.
Creatures corrupted by the power of ancient elder dragons. Whoa!
Don't let your guard down.
He's adopted. Yeah, they found him as a babe. He's an honorary member of the family.
Don't get too comfortable. Next are the
Doing the 4 bars of the forge does half that heart. That's fine. I need Ursus Obliges anyway, and this gives a bunch of them.
Remember to breathe.
I certainly do not mind getting the rewards for doing this event more times. The gameplay footage has to be pre-recorded for someone else. Muck's PC is broken, but he still has to stream.
resting on your laurels. These creatures spotted roaming your wilds. Hold tight your spears. Like a wizard with their staff, you must become one with your weapon.
Take that!
Thank you, Thea. And
Alright, there we go.
for
Okay.
teaching our cubs.
And we're like 90% done, so now if we go do the bars thing,
Work out of you, cubs.
should be good. Did anyone else not receive one of the drop rewards? I've gotten all of mine in game except the mini, and I don't know why. I've had a few people tell me that like one reward took like another day to reach them. But
There you
if
are.
that doesn't work, like if that is still not
Old hat by now, so I'll leave you to
hang on a second, this lady is making me lose my train of thought. She was just interrupting. If that still takes a while to get to you, you know, there is the option of opening a ticket. Alright, hold on a sec. What do we do? Refined ore and furnace. Use the bellows. 5, 1, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5. You made an ingot. Where is it? Ingot. And boom. There we go. Okay. That is done. That is done. Alright. So, now we got 2 more hearts on this map. Get those done and I'll have the gift. Muck, is your Wizard's Gobbler able to access all of them? Because my Karma one isn't working. I don't have the Karma Gobbler, so I can't confirm on that one. But all the ones I have are showing up, yes. But, like, if there is a problem specifically with the Karma Converter, then I wouldn't be able to see that. There's quite a few people saying, yes, Karma Converter bugged. Let's see. Unless someone else shows up here, there's no way I'm finishing this in time. We'll see. Looks like the Karma Converter will be added, but there's a placeholder message there right now, one person says. Muck, we should get you the Karmic Converter. Why, though? I'm almost out of Karma. I only have 16 million left. I don't want to run out. Favorite soup. Favorite soup. I don't have soup often. Wanted to work on the Tome of Tomes achievement, but there's no way I pay for all those town portals. Yeah, the town ones are stupidly expensive. That was certainly a choice. Should I swap maps? Wondering if I should swap maps. Ooh, it's just a bunch of special exotics. Why don't you have it? I don't know. It's just not something I ever bothered to do. I mean, I guess I could do it sometime. The capital portals are crazy. Yeah. They are a lot. There is someone else here helping. There's a chance. Do you think yours two will add a 4th elite spec one day? I think it's possible, but unlikely. They're kind of having a... Like, right now there's 27 elite specializations, plus the core builds. And they're having a hell of a time balancing that. You know, you add in more elite specs for them to balance, it's going to be even more problems for them. So I'm not sure if they, since they last made elite specs and they said, you know, balance is becoming a nightmare. You know, since then they've done like expanded weapon master training and expanded weapon proficiency, weapon master training, spears. Like they've just added different ways to customize their characters, which has still been good, but they haven't added more elite specs since then. Okay, cool. We finished it. Alright, so now we just gotta wait 50 seconds. Morning Mug just crafted my first legendary with Kudzu, which is awesome, but wondering what to do with the Ascended it replaces. Is it just junk now? The Precursor? The Ascended it replaces. Oh, so, okay, hold on a sec. So you have 2 longbows now. There are a few builds in the game that use double longbows. I would just hang on to it until you're sure that you don't need it. You could put it in your bank or keep it in a bag. What's going on here? This Asura is too tall. Doing map comp on this character. Got 15 more seconds on this event. Need another Gift of Lowland Shore and Gift of Janthier Sentry. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now I'll swap to the other map. What's your favorite class? Ranger. Ranger I play the most. What, did you get my mail for a giveaway I sent last night? Maybe? Oh, I have 8 new mails. I replied to a ton of mails last night. Looks like there's 8 new ones. Hang on. Let's see. Give this away in one of your giveaways as a full prize. This is enough AR to get someone 150 and get started on T4s. Hope these are acceptable because it's all I have. Maple Milk Boy. Thank you. Maple Milk Boy. I use OBS, always watches the color saturation is super high, but the preview screen looks normal dark to the monitor. No idea if saturation or what. Yeah, I have no idea. Not tech support. Blizzards. What the heck? Okay, those are really old. Birthday gifts. Birthday gift. Doesn't even have a number on it. I mean, this character's like my oldest character, so I think it just doesn't even count it anymore. Okay, I don't really want to do the fish thing again. Alright, let's see if the Val Raven is within this heart area. What's your least favorite, Ellie? So my most favorite classes to play are Ranger.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
Ranger, and then Engineer, and then Necro. And then the other 6 are, like, way behind that. Okay, the Valraven is not within range. Oh, this guy doesn't have gathering tools. Lol. Lead the way. What are we doing? Collect driftwood to repair the bridge. Hey, Neovalar, what's up? Weaver is amongst guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. No, Weaver is among the 6 other classes that are just way further down on my played history. Out of gathering tools, first world problems. I mean, I think not having a mining pick is not first world problems. I think there's lots of people that are missing a mining pick. Here we are. Grab whatever supplies you can carry. I like that the bear actually looks like he's hammering and building a bridge, because it's so annoying when you do something for the NPC and it looks like the NPC is just like sitting there the whole time. That's basically the entire new zone in Bavanisos. All the NPCs are like, oh yeah, rub the lotion on its skin. Did I tell you about the time I skinned my knee as a child? I'm just like, I tried so hard to like Ellie. I like the concept, but no thanks. Another that confused me to high end was Mesmer and to some extent Nenji. Really? Admuck, is it worth it to get the new Leggy backpack if you had ad infinitum? No. I mean, only if you like the graphic. Because you already have a Leggy backpack. It's going to be the exact same stats. So, is it worth spending thousands of gold for an item with the same stats? No, unless you just think it looks really good. Why are we rubbing lotion on one of the NPCs? There is 3 quests in Bavanisos where there's like a giant fleshy passage that's inflamed and it's stuck shut, and you rub lotion all over it to reduce the swelling to get basically the door to open. I'm not making that up. So yeah, you rub the lotion on its skin. Alright, now we do a round of pet the cats. Yummy. I don't know about yummy. But anyway, the whole time you're rubbing the lotion, the person that gives you the quest, like, you could be getting attacked by Titan spawn, right? You're getting actively attacked, and you're trying to, like, rub lotion on a wall. And the person's like, this lotion works wonders. When I was a cub, the lotion saved me from a scratched knee more than once. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And it's just like, I'm dying. Like, I'm trying to rub lotion on this thing, and I am getting actively killed by Titan spawn. You're just standing there laughing. Like, and there's a lot of it like that. And it's just like, I want to see the NPCs also trying to help out or something, not just standing there delegating. Do people even play Alankil Spectre at all? Seems like a niche build. I haven't personally grouped with one in a while, but that doesn't mean it's not getting played. They are Titan spawn, or they map's immune system. Wrath, I'm trying to be vague to not spoil it any more than necessary. You know. Halfway done. Bavanisa's went to the same school of management that my boss went to. Your boss delegating? Wow, that's lagging. I spaced it. I apologize. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was just explaining. Will you do an after patch talk with Lorenity again? I'd be down if she's up for it. I don't know if she has tried all the new things. Commander picking up poop. Yep. There we go. Alright. Gift of Lowland Shore. Done and done. Okay. Next up. I need to go do Janthier Century and get that gift. And then I'll have another full set of gifts. Hey Mike, I watched your stream and claim the Bloodstone Ascender, but I didn't receive it in game, although I did get the Stone Pet and the Tradesman's Package. Please help. What's up, Gil? I don't have any control over that. I would say either A, give it more time, or B, like, maybe open a ticket. I don't have any control over that. That's between Twitch and, ArenaNet. Let's see. Pathing. Markers. Okay, so let's go back this way. Alright, so that is our map comp path. Now we just follow the line. I play heal Alax Spectre in raids. Also, it's not spamming 3-bit too. Oh, you guys are way off. Once you get your Wizard's Portal Tome, is it safe to delete your other Portal books, and is it wise to do that? It certainly feels weird doing it, but I deleted my other Portal books. But then the Gobblers, it's supposedly safe to save the Gobblers, but I worked harder to get those, so I ended up putting those in my, my bank, just because I was too scared to delete them for now. Portal Tome doesn't include lounge passes. That is correct. Any portals that you got from the gem store are not able to go into the Portal Tome. Wish it did include lounges. Yeah, it would be nice. I have all of them stored on an alt right now, but I like the idea of everything stored in one place. How does one have the patience to do the Fire Mountain jumping puzzle? Fire Mountain jumping puzzle? Which is that? Draconis Mons? Ember Bay? Chalice of Tears? Like, what are we talking about? If it's Mount Maelstrom? Like, yeah, Fire Mountain. Yeah, you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Ember Bay. So that one, when I did that, I used the prototype position rewinder, and this device, if you use it and you miss a jump, you can rewind your character. And with that, it was like getting through it was guaranteed to be successful. It just, I just had to, you know, go through, and then anytime I missed a jump, I just rewound. If you don't have that item and you would like it, if you do exclamation jump in the chat, I've got a video on how to get it. But any jump puzzle, almost any jump puzzle, there's a couple where you can't use it, but most of them, the position rewinder, makes it a whole lot easier. Did you get your Imperial Fragment Gobbler to work with the new Gizmo? Yes, after the daily reset at the end of the day, it was working. I think what happened is it was already in there, but it wasn't showing up because it was on cooldown. Because I had used it before the patch. The Gobbler's 100 gold. Not getting that thing in a while. Don't have 100 gold to spare. Sell some shadow fruits. Let's see. That position rewinder saved me so much time on my daily alt farm stuff. Clumping back up the wall in VR was always such a pain. Yep. I use it there also. Also in the beehive. Shadow Fruit crashed last night. I checked it a few minutes ago. It's still profitable. It's less profitable, but now instead of 200 gold for 3 seconds of work, it's 15 gold for 3 seconds of work, which is still bonkers. Like, that's still something worth doing daily, even just for greedy reasons. But yeah, the Shadow Fruit cost is leveling out. No Dune for you today? You know, I have a key. They did give me a key for Dune, but no, we're in Guild Wars 2 section until Sunday night, Lamb. It's weird to see you play human. It's weird to play human. This is my oldest character. Back when I first got into Guild Wars 2, I was playing this with my wife, and she wanted to play a human female Mesmer. So I made this character to play with her. And it's got like 12 years of birthday gifts, so I don't delete them. Is the Guild Wars 1 play over? Yeah, we finished that. How is Miss Bunk? She's good. You doing map comp? I am doing map comp. I need another gift of Janthir's Century. We're finishing it fast, though. Another one? Well, this is for the Leggy backpack. This is not for a spear. I made 4 spears, though. Map comp is greatest gameplay. Honestly, real talk, as a streamer, it's pretty great. Because I can, like, do this while just following this line and chat with you guys. So it gives me a lot of time to just talk. Your mastery track's done. Oh, that's the last one. Eh. There we go. 633. I think that's max. You missed a point of interest by the little camp. Did I? No, I'll go back if I did. With the route, it gets boring. I feel like exploring my own is more fun. So, to be crystal clear, on my first character through the game, I always explore on my own. Right? This is my 5th map exploration, and I'm doing this purely to get the thing at the end. Okay? So, this is when I turn on the bot and follow the line. I do not encourage that people, for their first playthrough of the game, use this. It would take away from the experience. This is for farming. I want to make the new backpack, but I'm always poor. That leggy crafting feels so difficult. A bit selling shadow fruit at least. That's helpful short term. Like I have a video !daily that has a bunch of habits that you can do that generate gold for just a few seconds of work each day. It's just that you can only do them once a day. That's how I get most of mine. I just, you know, I've made 4 leggy spears. I'm sitting around 10k gold. They work. I'm not the richest in the game, but I would say most of the player base probably consider me rich. In a few weeks, backpack price will go down. It will, but there's certain steps of it that are unavoidable, right? Like, there's one step of it where you need 250 Mystic Runestones. You can't dodge that. So if you're someone that thinks 250 gold's a lot of money, we gotta fix that. Like, we gotta change that. Oh, Greer's up. What's up, Greer? Luck's in the 1%. No, I'm in the 3%. 1%'s way above me. If 250 is a lot, person's not ready for Leggy Backpack. Ad Infinitum didn't take much money. You just had to play a lot of Fractals. Like, there's quite a few Leggies that, if you play in the game, they don't take much money to make. But this one has this one might have the highest unavoidable cost, right? Like, there's a few legendaries that have 100 gold that's unavoidable. This is the first one that I think has a 250 gold unavoidable thing. Muck, if you still need all the leggies, is it not better to sell the delivery box thingies and use the mats for your own leggies instead? Sell delivery box thingies? What is that? Wizard's Vault guarantees you 200 to 300 gold per season. No, it doesn't. Last season I got 47 cat shares, and it didn't give me any gold. So guarantee is a strong word. I'm half joking there, but I'm just saying, people buy different stuff. The raw plus coins. Yeah, I usually don't pick the coins. Like, I think last season, I didn't get any coins from it. But you can. That is certainly an option. Is there a tracker for how much gold you've spent? I don't know. I don't know if, like, GW2 efficiency tracks that. If you're doing Mapcom, you missed a point of interest. Yeah, I did. I'll need to go back. I still gotta do the hearts, too. What if Shadowfruit stays at 10 gold? Then it becomes something that Ecto enjoyers love. A gamble. Because when you get a Shadowfruit, it gives you it gives you 2 to 4. So the question is, if 2 is a loss, 3 is a profit, and 4 is a lot of profit, are you willing to keep planting it? Gamba. Alright. There we go. Alright, in just a few minutes, we've mapped out pretty much the whole place. Alright, we need to get the things that we missed. What add-on are you using for map exploring? Bullish HUD, pathing module. Once again, I'm doing this because this is my 5th time doing map comp of this, and I'm doing it purely for the reward, not because I'm exploring. So, you know, I do not encourage people to use this program for their first time through. Okay, let's see. I think most of the events are not up here right now because of Greer and Decima are alive. How many map comps do you have for the backpack? You need 1 full map comp. So you need Lowland Shore, Janthier Century, Mistburn Barrens, and Baba Nisos. You need a gift of all 4 for the backpack. Okay, hang on. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this heart, you could follow the line here for this one to get this one done. So I'm gonna do this. Come on. There we go. Stomping out fires. You know, it's funny. It wasn't until I did a map comp with this program that I ever really realized that you could stomp these fires for credit. I had always gotten this heart done by just like doing events and stuff. Events are usually more fun. Yeah. For the heart in the bottom left, I feel like that one's awful. And events are the easiest way to get it done. For this one, I think this dotted line is the easiest way. Oh, what's up, freshwater crab? You can stomp them without dismounting. Oh, really? Today I learned. Yep, I just saw. Yeah, you're right. Mike is going to show us how to solo crab with Power Mac. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Alright. Let's see, I missed that one over there. Let's go get that. Alright, let's turn... Where is it? Let's turn that off. Stuck in combat. There we go. Alright. One down there. Okay, got the research camp. Let's see, one down there. Yesterday you said it's a problem the story doesn't tell you to do the meta. How do they do this in Hot? So Heart of Thorns, that was actually a big topic of discussion. So in the final meta of Heart of Thorns, which is Dragon's Stand, there is a moment at the end that's really confusing. Because it's like you're fighting the boss, and suddenly the boss just kind of falls over and impales himself on something and kills himself. And you're like, what? And the general consensus is that there's a moment in the story for Hot where you attack the boss's mind. And the general, like, community thought is that moment happens at the same time as the meta does. But it doesn't say that anywhere. The community had to figure that out. So, yeah, and also, Hot had a lot of fill the green bar. So I would say a lot of people had done the map metas multiple times before they finished the story, because there was so much fill the green bar. Okay. That's done. Alright, now all that's left is the 2 hearts, which are kind of the annoying ones. They say during the story instances that they started the invasion when you run down Traherne. Right. My point is, like, I think a better, like, okay, here's a really easy way to do it. Alright? We're fighting the mouth of Mordremoth. Right before he's about to impale himself, it cuts to, like, a cinematic, or, like, just a flash of the mind getting attacked. Then it shows him fall over and he impales himself. That would be 2 seconds of video footage that would make it so much clearer what happens there. Just from a storytelling perspective, right? Muck, I miss Tybalt and his apples. I want to bring you plush Tybalt with plush apples. I'm waiting on them to freaking respond. New map. Let's see if we can get one of the events. So I got 2 hearts to finish, and they'll have every single gift. For this heart, just run through deers, the ones that have white names. What? Oh, wow, really? Bro, I had no idea. Support the camp by completing events and helping with camp tasks. Yeah, it doesn't say support the camp by genociding deers. Do rabbits count? No, rabbits don't count. Today I learned. Today I learned. I would sacrifice my hard-earned dollar dues for plush Tybalt and apple. I'm on it. I'm trying. I'm waiting for ANET to respond. They're very nice people, but by God, they are horrible at responding to emails and Discord messages. What is this one? Iboga pruned. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we got... Oh, I gotta deal with these bees. Okay. So we got 1 more heart left. You know any cheat codes for this heart? Because this one's my least favorite one. That's why I saved it for last. Muck, FYI, Mind of Mordremoth plushie. No one wants... no. I don't think that would sell. I don't think that would sell. What's the current 10,000 feet view on the Janthier Wild story as a package? Release pacing SIs. Story? Okay. Alright. My opinion of the Janthier Wild story is that it's an excellent chapter 2 to a story that we didn't get to read chapter 1 of. That's my short review. It seems really solid if we had more background information that we don't have, so it's confusing. There's an event way to the west if it's up. Because it's like, we needed to know what the White Mantle was doing, and the Seers did, and the Mursat did, and the Spectral Agony chemical warfare thing. And we didn't really know most of that. Some players did, most didn't. And so the end result was it was kind of confusing. Someone said check west for an event. I didn't see any over there. I know you can do this thing, like, a few times. Really not a fan of that one. What's this? Collect flora samples. Don't do it. Oh, he did it. I'm just trying to get the floral sample. What is wrong with you guys? There are no lanterns on this expansion, right? There's actually, well, there's one lantern in Bavanisos, and there's an achievement to light it for old time's sake. But no, not like what you're asking. Killing the White Mantle doesn't give credit. The Titans gave credit, though. I feel like Ain't has strong storytelling at the beginning of the small installments that has so many holes in the last releases. Maybe the team start working on the next X-Fact after. Yeah, maybe? I'm not sure. I would say early Soto felt really strong to me. Early Janthier was just kind of like peace and tranquility. Only Titans spawn and misprint creatures count for that art. Yeah, I'm seeing that. When you do map comp for characters, how come you use Bloodshot Pathing on get around and not the in-game content guide setup for map comp objectives? The in-game content guide? I don't know what you're talking about. They should bring back my boy Zaitan for old time's sake. Your boy Zaitan. a few more. I want life-size Primordius plushie. Life-size? Well, he's like the size of Hawaii. What do you mean a life-size Primordius plushie? Alright, there we go. 30 seconds. Press F11, look at your content guide on that class. It can point you towards story objectives for the compass in the upper right, but it can also guide you to map comp objectives and map objectives together. F11. Press F11 and look for content guide on the first screen. What setting should this be on? Hide events and story. Then follow compass. What compass? Where? Alright, so in answer to your question, the reason that I'm not using this is I didn't know that this existed, and it's confusing, and I still don't get it. Need to get out of the heart. Why would I need to get out of the heart? I'm trying to do the heart. Alright, there we go. Done. Done! It's done. It's done. Mapcom done. Alright. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Gift. Alright, Lowland Shore and Janthier Century. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. And then open this up, sell the junk. And then this character needs to go back to his home, which is in Biora. Let's see. For this part, I agree. They just consistently seem to have trouble with sticking landing at the end. Also feels like A-Net needs to stop being Disney after the villains and start killing off people that we care about. A-Net needs to take some notes from Game of Thrones. Okay, I would not go that far. Game of Thrones, I abandoned watching after, like, one season. Because it was just... I don't know. Like, Game of Thrones is like every time you think you have a main... Like, you're like, oh, that's the main character. Oh, no, they're dead, too. I got a weird smug satisfaction watching everybody hate the ending of Game of Thrones because I gave up on it, like, after season 1. And there was so many months. People were like, oh my god, did you see the new episode? I'm like, no, shut up. Game of Thrones was any time some good story came along and then they decided to add Eshmek's name. Okay, hold on. Where was this character part? Was this the cliff he was on? This might be it. And the writer decided to not finish the books because the series did it first. Yeah, from what I've heard though, the series, like, there was like the White Walkers, right? And they made these symbols in the snow and stuff like that. And then like, they never addressed what the heck those were, along with a bunch of other stuff. Like there was a whole bunch of things that they just never wrapped up. Kind of like how Janthier Wilds never addressed the Eye of Janthier. It just never came up. Hang on a sec. Guild Wars 2, Mind of Mordremoth. I was reading that message again with the person who wanted a Mind of Mordremoth plushie. I need a reminder of what that looks like. It looks like this. Freaking Big Chungus here. No, I don't think we need a plushie of that guy. Don't think we need that one. Why not? He's plump. He's plump. How dare you remind me of Trolldermoth. Oh my god, you're right, it never mentioned the eye. Oh, Aurora. I just saw the name of who I was talking to. What's up, Peachy? Yeah, there was quite a few blood holes. Yeah, they completely forgot the Eye of Janthier. It was never addressed. It was never addressed. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed this expansion, but I think the story was probably the weakest component of it. Like, if the features and the quality of life stuff they added were like, you know, 9 out of 10, in my opinion, I think the story was 6 or 7 out of 10. There was just so many problems. When they went to get the 3 White Mantle Keystones, I was convinced that the Eye of Janthier was going to be one of them. Yeah, that whole thing, like... That whole thing where we found, like, their old, you know, wallets and stuff. Like, and then we took them like they were, like, Harry Potter Horcruxes. And then we brought them with us into hell. And then, like, blasted them with their old items. I was just like... What? Like, this is... Okay. Alright. Could be worse, Mike. Could be like... Wait, hold on. What do you say? Could be worse. Could be like the Doctor Who writers that forgot what happened in previous seasons. I watched Doctor Who during, what was it, 8, 9, 10, and maybe part of 11? Before I kind of forgot about it. I really enjoyed those years. I don't know what happened since then. I have slim hopes that reasoning is because they're working on Guild Wars 3, and that's why it fell flat. How do you feel going forward in X-Pac 6? Think they'll cook? I don't know. I have no idea what X-Pac 6 is going to be. Like, I'll be vague here for people who haven't finished Janthier yet, but they very much kind of tied it off with a pretty little bow. And there was not, like, any... There wasn't any, like, loose threads. Now, I'm sure Guild Wars 2, or Guild Wars as a franchise is huge. I'm sure they could find something that needs to be resolved and work on that, just like they did with the Wizard's Tower for Soto. But like, as far as, like, what is the next expansion going to be, I got no clue right now. I have no clue what they're going to do. Unless it just focuses on, you know, Logan's love life, because he seemed like he was chasing Ellen Keel there at the end. Next station is Kill the Chars. No, that was Iceberg Saga. Drizzlewood Coast was Kill the Chars. We've done that. What would you like to see resolved, Muck? Guardians finally getting their comeuppance. The other 8 classes of all the races unite against the Guardians. Well, there will be an announcement soon, right? I think we're a few weeks to a month out from the announcement. But yeah, there's going to be an announcement on the next X-Pac, yes. Tengu time. Oh yeah, the Tengu homeland still isn't open. That's a thing. Yeah, the Tengu homeland still hasn't opened up. That's true. I want to go see the Asuran cities underground since the destroyers shouldn't be there anymore. Oh yeah, well no, the destroyers might still be there, but supposedly Primordius won't be cranking out new ones. But it's kind of like how we beat the Cryptis, but there's still like you know, remnants of them running around. Aurene, where is she? She got herself in trouble and we gotta save her again. Aurene is the closest thing to, like, a god right now. Like, Aurene has the power of freaking everything. I don't think she needs our help. Unless it's like, Commander, I'm gonna explode from all this power! And then it's like, what are we supposed to do about that? And then Timey invents an Aurene stabilizer or something in 5 seconds. The pale tree is still dying. Yeah, that's another one that's weird, because Aurene, you know, Keith said that Aurene was like the aspect of healing and stuff like that, and then, you know, the pale tree was comatose, and Zoja was comatose, and Logan was heavily injured from being in the blighting pods and Heart of Thorns, and Aurene, who's close to them, didn't heal any of them before leaving. Like, she had years where she could have healed any of the 3 of them that needed it, and she was just like, ah. Yeah, they can call their health insurance provider. It's fine. Power of friendship will save Aurene from blowing up. In the end, we talked with the Tengu in the party, and he tells us it's very unlikely for the Dominion Wind to open. Well, that was one of 32 people we talked to at the party, and one cat. But yeah, Dominion of Wind, where is it? It's right here, I think? Yeah. So, right here, there's like a big bridge, a massive gate that's closed right there. So this is Tengu land, I guess, right there. The Dragon of Healing is the friends we made along the way. Shut up. The Canon Race Insurance Provider. Aurene basically has the power of one of human gods and her plus many other dragons. And a lich. And a lich. I miss Aurene, but I like how they put her into retirement. She deserves a vacation for a while. She's born and helped us forever. She deserves rest and relaxation. I never understood why Kate said that. Aurene only healed the commander a couple times, and Aurene's healing is basically branding over Croc's brand. Branding over Croc's brand. Arena's little baby, don't talk badly about her. Yo, I loved baby Aurene. Angsty teenager Aurene, and after that was kind of eh. I have a question. Are players supposed to depend on using the AH to build legendaries and tougher things? No. It's useful. You know, like if I have a ton of gold and I need like 57 cream pies in order to make a legendary, I can just like go buy the bananas to make the banana cream pies off the auction house, and it's no thing, you know. The trading post is extremely useful, but I don't need, like, it's not required. Legendary pie. Yo, you joke about it, but have you seen how much food goes into the legendary backpack? Where is it? Hang on a second. Janthier Wilds, Orax Manifested, and hang on, I gotta find it. It's right here. Gift of the Feast. Alright, gift of the appetizer, gift of the entree, gift of the side course, gift of dessert, 200 bowls of poultry satay, 100 lentils sayobosas, 50 spicy marinated mushrooms, 5 fruits of the shadow, 200 plates of Orient steak fritties, to 100 plates of truffle steak, 50 plates of spicy herb chicken, 200 meaty asparagus skewers, 100 bowls of black pepper cactus salad, 30 mystic clovers, 200 bowls of prickly pear sorbet, 50 bowls of passion fruit tapioca pudding, 2 amalgamated rift essence for flavor, marinated mushroom. Dude, it's insane. Like, I think we're just like this demon that lives in the backpack. We're tempting it to come work for us through like just a mountain of food. I wasn't joking about the banana cream pies. I expected you to have more AP. Okay. What will happen to Guild Wars 2? Will it die? No. This page will probably help now. It has the required items. Whenever that backpack is glazed with gold flakes and caviar. We can't make banana bread. Did you do the little story list of the backpack? The little demon thing did say she was hungry. I haven't done that yet, no. Isn't that how you make anyone work for you with food? I see you're on the backpack. How do I start it? Go to Janthier Wilds. In the achievements list, go to Orax Manifested and start doing all this stuff. I'll be making a guide for it soon, TM, but I haven't gotten there yet. Maybe some underground expansion and go back to the Asura homeland. No, you have to finish the story to start it. Do you have to finish the story to start it? The little story thing doesn't take too long. It says you do, yes. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, I wanted to do the Fractal again. And I want to make a script on the Fractal. I'm 99% sure I have everything I need. But just want to be sure. Let's see. So, I'm gonna make a, or not a squad, sorry, a group. If you would be interested, I'm on EU. I'm in EU right now. I'm on EU. If you would like to join me to do the new Fractal, it's really easy as long as you are familiar with Fractals. Either just shoot me an invite or send me a whisper. It's going to be Fractal 95. Get on in here. What do you need? Warm bodies. And invite. Alright, we got room for one more. What was that title scroll? That is a add-on called Regions of Tyria. Here's a link to it in the chat if you want it. It's just a fun title card thing when you zone into places. Okay. Alright, looks like Guri is Q DPS. I'll a heal, rest DPS, please. Alright, Kenfall. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Will you try the challenge mode if it comes out? The challenge mode of the Fractal? Yeah, sure. I've got guides for all the challenge mode Fractals. There's some that I don't do very often, like Sunquaw challenge mode, I think requires people that are experienced with it, otherwise pugs often fail there, so I don't bother doing that one very often. This one, I don't think it's going to be too bad. There's that one thing at the end where you want to get, like, knocked into the air on purpose sometimes, which is pretty interesting. I thought the mechanics for this one were kind of fun. And they're pretty chill. It's not too bad if people mess them up. Let's see. Okay, enemies receive boons when hit. We need boon removal. Hang on. Do we have boon removal for enemies? They will have prot. Throw mine? Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Okay. I'm gonna let someone else interact with this. I did it last time, and then people did not do a good job of sharing their light. You have boon removal in Untamed? Yes, I do. I'm not playing Untamed right now. Cool story, bro. I am the Alak healer for the party. Alright, so the person who gave up your light, remember that you need to stay within the aura of the other people that still have theirs. Funny to see Eyes and soloed after 30 minutes. Honestly, I think this was probably one of the easiest ones for him to solo. The damage incoming to the party is not bad. So if he was just in there with one of his, like, really busted open world builds, it probably was very simple. Whereas, like, Silent Surf, you know, he had to find, like, you know, gimmicks, because Silent Surf had spots where, oh, you need 4 people to do something, and if they don't, the party dies, and he was alone. So he had to find gimmicks to get past that. This one doesn't have anything like that. So yeah, not only did he solo it, he probably soloed it on the first attempt, and it wasn't even like really challenging, I would imagine. Take out the little dudes first before the Goliath. They do more damage than the Goliath does. Kill all the little spawnier guys. Checking something. Let's do that. Let's see. Go this way. Who is missing right now? There they are. No! Dang it. Hang on, I got chilled mid-jump and it made me fall. Alright. There we go. CM. CM for this Fractal's not out yet, I'm pretty sure. That's why I fell before. Oh, gotcha. Any advice on restarting this game? What characters and stuff is meta or best for solo? Hello, Thin Latina's Thick Feet. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to the game. As far as restarting the game, honestly, any of the classes can do perfectly well at max level. It's just a matter of like which way do you want to play. It's just a matter of, like, how do you want to play? Alright, so to my party, the little circles will knock you in the air. If you, right there, there's an explosion that it was channeling above its head. When you see that, you don't want to get hit by a little circle because you get thrown up into it. And then there's ground explosions, and when those happen, you do want to get knocked in the air. So don't get in the air. Don't get knocked in the air. CC. I believe after the CC, the boss can change who has the lights. Okay, we do want to go airborne here. Okay, so there we go. We hopped over that explosion. Don't go airborne. How did you become a bear? I chose it at character creation. I'm kidding. It's just for this fractal. This map makes you, you're reliving something that happened to other people in this map. And it was bears. Okay, we do want to go airborne. He was born a bear. You merely adopted the bear.
I was born into it, molded by it.
Don't go airborne. Wow. Yikes. You skipped downstate. So I think the last point of damage you took was falling damage, and when you go downstate from falling damage, you skip downstate and go dead. Okay. Gravity's the real boss? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Pretty, let's see. The knockups are unavoidable and undodgeable. That is not true, Yui. I dodged quite a few during that fight. You can check the VOD if you want to. No, you can get out of them. Like, you can just, like, move out of them. But yeah, when the boss does the when the boss does the explosion in the air, the boss will always make a red circle under you, and if you just move out of it, you don't get thrown upward into the explosion. If the boss does the ground explosion, a circle will appear near you that's within running or dodging distance, and if you go into that circle, you will get knocked into the air and avoid the ground shockwave. Yeah, you can, like, okay, maybe what you're saying is that you can't iframe them. I'm not sure, but the circle is small enough you can just move out of it with a dodge. Like, there's the movement of a dodge will get you out of it for sure. Let's see, Mugalore are the main ones I follow. I like Wood Potatoes too, but recently he barely makes content. But his old videos are great. ANET's making expansions every year. This month they'll announce the next one. No one knows who will be the final one, likely, is it? Yeah, all of that is accurate. Alright, okay. Cool. What are the dailies anyway? Deepstone, Molten Furnace, Siren's Reef. Since we're here, y'all wanna do the daily T4s. I'm fine either way. Sure, 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 sure. Okay. Alright, I'll start with this one. Monk loves Asura so much he keeps changing back to it mid-fight. Yeah, whenever I go astral form on Druid, it goes back to Asura even if I was a bear. Oh god, they left me with the pocket raptors. You guys are sick. It's sort of Steve. Nice. Well done. Ah, yes, this part. Oh lord, they coming! Does Mega have guides for fractals? Yes. All of them. If you do exclamation fractals, I have this one video that has like every fractal that was in the game at the time of that video's creation is in a single video, and each fractal is explained in like 30 seconds. And then the fractals that came out since then, I just made them their own short videos. Yeah, honestly, even to this day, that video that has like every fractal in one vid, that might be the vid that like it took more work than like anything else. That was a big project. That was a big project. What is going on right now? Okay, one guy got the treasure chest. 3 of my DPS are just running all over the place. I don't know what they're doing. You all left. Yeah, I was following them, and it was very much like they were blind and I was following them for some reason. Does Muck not like fractals? I have the Fractal Legendary backpack. No, I'm fine with fractals. Why doesn't Muck have Fractal God? Okay, Fractal God involves doing fractals essentially every single day for 365 days or more in order to get in order to get, what is it? You gotta do the daily fractals, the rec fractals, and also challenge mode fractals every single day for like a year to get Fractal God. It's true I don't have that. I've done a lot of fractals. I haven't done, you know, that many of them. More than a year without the CMs? Okay, yeah. I've got Ad Infinitum, and I've got, what do I have? I have a Fractal Prodigy. Yeah, after a few hundred hours of them, I was like, yeah, that was fun, and then I was happy to move on to other games. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm coming. Glyph. Get out of there. Defend the ship. We are defending the ship. I want the white shiny armor for the AP achievement 17k to spare. I just got back from finishing the new masteries and seeing what new decos are added at Grandmaster. Now I'm actually mad. You're actually mad. See, I'm not big of a big homestead decorator, so I didn't even look at that. So I don't know what you're talking about, but it's funny reading it. Ah, crud. Oh, no. Are y'all cleaving the ads? Oh, I got stomped. I'm down. Dude, I do not remember ever seeing this many ads on this boat. Like that's pretty crazy. All right, take two. I was like, I'm wondering, like, are all our DPS like single target, or do we have any cleave? Did y'all die? We did die. Annoying Fractal. This is actually, I love this Fractal. I stay busy. But the amount of little mobs, we definitely lost control there. Don't drop that red circle on me, I'll be quite cross at you. Better. That's still a lot of ad buildup. Alright. We need Sirens Reef CM? Yes. Yes, we do. Keep that circle to yourself. Do the tater thing? Sure. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's Christmas. That's a Christmas tater. Give me Mucka coffee. Sure. Alright. Well, now that we got the easy Fractal out of the way. It's better do this September after Halloween. Get full pixel players with events. I just yesterday started playing Power Soul Beast. I'm struggling to know when I should be merged by pet and unmerged. So far, open world and story instances. If you're with a group with other people, you're merged like 99% of the time. But if you are with other people, or sorry, it's not that. If you're like on your own as a Soul Beast, I often stay unmerged so that the pet is like tanking for me.
These things can spit hot rocks. Here we go.
Oh my god, Old Rox's voice?
We can handle them. Spread out.
That belch though.
Stay alert. These underground creatures can be cunning.
Oh. Ah, misclick.
Is that thing normal?
Okay. Boop boop.
Watch out. We've hit a pocket of... What is that?
lair.
Amok, does some of the voice actor in the new story missing, or have I done something wrong with my audio? Anders, you freaking broke everything. Now for a more serious answer. No, the voice actor strike is still going, and there's some people that aren't voiced. Unless you hear no sound at all, in which case your headphones are unplugged. People usually play Untamed in open world, I think. You can play Untamed in any game, but as long as you got a solid build.
Come on, Frostbite. Let's go.
Ah!
That'll do.
Hurry!
Ignore the pain. Move.
Uh-oh. The wolf is growling.
Mine too. You know what I mean.
Believe me, I do.
They're testing weapons here. They're capturing prisoners.
Is that great spirits? I know him.
There we go. I just tried to use the glider in here, it doesn't work. Yeah! This area is older than gliders. Can't glide in here.
Hey, you'll pay for this.
It teems with outrage, the vermin. As if that would save it. As if. Begin test now!
It keens with outrage.
Now, this weapon I'm still testing. The char tells me it works. But I need some. Anytime now, you clunky machine. You'll regret that. Getting stucky in here. How about some fresh air?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. What? That did not hit me. What a big fat phony.
I bet they think they're winning. Not.
Holy crap.
They ruined the test. Ruined everything. I'll deal with that myself.
HP, so yeah. The party was spread out enough there that I had to choose who to heal and who I would come back to later. Because, like, they were spread out so much, I could not hit everybody with the heal. So, I had to just kind of play whack-a-mole a bit. There we go.
That was
Okay.
weaponry.
They sure packed for invasion.
All right. Yeah, in Fractals I play heal and lag. When people have to spread out, it's not pretty. Not a problem if you play heal chrono with boon extension. I mean, you're just spitting out like a hypothetical though. That's like if we were playing Magic the Gathering and you played Fireball, but then I forked it and played reverse damage. Like, it would be so amazing. Like, it just like, I could do that too. Just make up a hypothetical. Oh, it'd be better if blah. That's why I like mech with short bow. All healers are ranged. I don't like Engie with short bow because the idea of an engineer using a short bow sounds stupid to me. It's just purely the theme. The theme of like this guy who's got all this high-tech equipment. He's like, I'm gonna use stick and string. It offends me. Especially on Noxxi, heal chrono can keep 100% boons if you know it to boon plus boon extension. I mean,
Sorry about
any
that.
support can keep up
Warren's a man
100%
of
boon
few
uptime.
words. Well,
If they know what they're doing.
Tons of mean ones.
That's not
Anyway,
specific to heal
welcome
chrono.
to Deepstone, lost treasure vault of the Deldermore.
So you're helping some thieves plunder a dwarven city. Classy.
Want to earn your keep? Hit those runes on the other side. Should turn this damn thing off.
I made it.
Not bad. Come on, let's keep moving. Oh no, I'm trapped. Looks like you'll have to handle this one yourself. Good luck. You're definitely getting under its skin now, so to speak. You're getting there. Damn, that thing's strong. You've almost got it. Come on, that orb's as good as mine. Looks like you're still in one piece.
Easy.
Grab the orb.
Spear Scrapper has easily become one of the most fun builds I've made in the last year besides Spear Chrono. You playing Spear Scrapper as just Conti DPS? Shortbow NG is meant to be a special gadget thing, like a comic book character. Who are you, engineer? And Bitman!
Elementals like to form around magic. That crystal energy thought the cats.
Why are you hold down your right mouse button? How do you know I'm holding down my right mouse button? Creepy. He's in my walls. Camera control? Like, typically, if I want to turn around and look behind my character, I'd use the left mouse button. Right is for steering.
Wait. I can feel the crystal's energy coming from across that bridge. If I stand on this... Okay, that did it. Did you... What was that? Oh, great, more spiders. Clear them out and let's go get that crystal energy. Oh no! No.
No. Wait.
Keep it up! Don't let it get a beat on you! Wait, did you just feel that? Like all the warmth got sucked out of the room. Wait, I know those words. The night. That giant talking spiders. I don't... Just... Let's get this thing to the crystal.
Question, how much convenient is the new Wizard's Gobbler? I'm thinking about buying it. If you use the Gobbler stuff daily, it saves you a lot of inventory space. It's like if you had 10 Gobblers in your bag, that clears up 9 slots. So it's pretty handy in those situations. But if you didn't have any Gobblers before, then it's not going to do anything.
I see. This must be how the dwarves fought those shadow creatures.
Fascinating, really. Come on, let's go see if that door's open now.
Fox, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate the support. Welcome. Hey, Mike. Hi, Charmon. Yet again, Mike, you're missing a great deal of context. Blue, nothing goes over my head. I am too fast. I would catch it.
There we go. Nice work. You know, with the monsters.
Looks like another dwarven trap. Go and step on that other rune.
Well, this is just a hole in the ground. Dwarven traps are supposed to be clever.
Stop whining. Look, that did something. Why don't you go take a look at that orb? We'll wait here.
How many traps do you think these dwarves made? I know it's a treasure vault, but this feels like overkill.
Aren't you at all concerned about what we've seen down here? There's a reason the dwarves left this place.
You've had plenty of opportunities to walk away. So, why aren't you walking away?
You don't remember. I owe you, Torin. I owe you everything I've got. You got me into the guild.
You are one of the most gifted mesmers I've ever seen, Kay. You learned that yourself. Maybe this is all a bad idea. I'd never forgive myself if something happened to you.
We might be in over our heads, but with the light of Deldrimor, that's a different story altogether.
Man, we got like the longest possible path through this thing today.
Thanks for not giving up on me.
Ah! I thought I could make it. Ah, there we go. Someone got it.
Not bad. So, Kay, I never asked. Why'd you hire the muscle? We've never needed it before.
To keep you from
Hi, hi, SSJ.
Because I know you.
Well, we wouldn't be here without him. Guess you earned your keep after all. It's an ambush! Look out!
Look out!
Torin, that voice. See you drawing closer. It knows we're coming.
Yeah, for the treasure vault. There it is. Come on.
Torin, wait! You don't have the light!
He's like, Torin, no. And he's like, Torin, yes.
I can't move. You have the light. You have to use it.
Song echo through the darkness. The fire will purge your spirit from its mortal frame.
Hey guys, hey Barry.
going? You have to help him.
This form degrades. It will not last.
Oh man, we had a few people fall.
The fire will purge your spirit from its mortal frame.
Bonk.
I can still save you. I can fix this.
No, you can't, Kay.
Boop, 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 boop.
There's only one way to save
See if there's
me
any
now.
bonus chests over there.
Light of Deldrimore. But I don't have it. You have to do it. Please, make it quick.
Oh. Bonk.
Torrin,
Blah.
I won't let them forget you. I promise.
We're over like looking for treasure and she's like, please put him down.
No idea what that thing was. Maybe we'll never know. Might be for the best.
Easy. Don't forget him. Who was that? What was his name again? I don't remember. Let's see. CMs now? I don't know if I want to do all CMs, but we can start at the easy ones and work our way up. This form degrades, it will not last. That's how I feel when I'm hungry. Just imagining someone in line at Wendy's like, this form degrades. It will not last. They're like, sir, please wait your turn. Well, make sure you have at least 500 dungeon delving currency. You got to get something for backpack with it. I do. We checked that yesterday. You know, I have not done a dungeon since they changed the dungeon currency. Do you just earn dungeon delving currency by running literally any dungeon, or do you have to do something special?
Are those tree people?
Like, mine got grandfathered
Be
in.
careful.
No, just run any dungeon? Okay. Alright, do not do the GG thing. I hate that. But Muck, we're in EU. Hey, you joined my group. You know what you were getting. That's such a dark way of saying it, honestly. But Muck, we're in EU. We always kill ourselves here. Like, it's like, you don't have to do that. Good music, let's go! Search and rescue. GG! $28 does an obsidian shard vendor away from the first obsidian set. You can afford the hospital bill from GG. I firmly do not believe it's helpful. Because it's like, what they do is they fight the first stuff, then they GG, they respawn, especially now that respawning takes 16 seconds because of that loading screen bug. You appear back by the miscapacitor thingy, you use it, or so you do buffs, use it again, do buffs again, and then you run back in and start fighting with full buffs. And I firmly believe that if you just stay there and fight, you save more time than by running out and resetting and doing all that crap. Like, it's a time saver. All your cooldown are back and you can pre-buff. Yeah, but you lose all that time in combat. You would have been farther ahead and you would have had full buffs if you had just kept fighting. Like, the only way it's worth it is if you're trying to get, like, the world's fastest kill on the boss for, like, in-combat time. Because if you had just stayed in combat, you would have gotten fully buffed. Well, I am getting ripped apart right now. Okay. I would have thought that you guys would have like wanted to line of sight pull these or something. Not this. Like what is this? Usually people will like pull them all together with binding blade, or they'll back up to the corner. Like what is this? Search and rescue. That was, something to be sure. That was uncomfortable. Okay. Does anyone play, does playing something like support druid help on like world boss events, etc.? Just depends on the world boss. So Disturbed Angel, there are some world events that are so easy, no one's really taking damage, and being any healer is not super helpful there. But on others, yeah, it's absolutely helpful. Hey, Mug Chat, help you around. What's up, Donut? Kijiji here. Kijiji here. Yeah, this part, it absolutely saved times. This part absolutely it saves time, because it skips this whole spawning, giggling clone sequence. Do you ever switch to your other weapon? I've been doing it quite a bit. If you watch the VOD. Let's see, waypoints. North, south. Okay, I guess we're going. I was wondering, because there was one of you ran to the bottom, the southwest one, and got it down to a quarter health, and then just left it. And went to the southeast. And I was looking at that, that's why I was like, like, what's happening right now? Alright, so I asked before the first attempt if you guys could do waypoints north and south in chat, and no one did, and I was like, okay, fine, I guess we're going. Could you please do the waypoint markers on the markers on the minimap? Just alt left click onto which ads that you're going to kill. Is it CM? It is CM. Alright. Alright. Starting. That's what it's supposed to look like. Perfect. Much better. Okay. Final boss. More good music. You all saw nothing. I got you. It was fine. This is the bullet hell fight? Yeah.
I am awake. I am aware. Suffer mortal things. How dare you defile my birth chamber? All your fears, all your delirium, feeding me. Suffer and die in terror.
Oh. Nice. Messed up a little, but we recovered.
Power. My awareness grows by the moment. I am hatred and horror made manifest. The Ouroboros turns eternally. Vine and serpent entwined in me. You may die now. Stop! Your kind will not contain me. I will not be destroyed by such as you.
This is a babble. Nice.
No! I cannot be the last of my kind.
Ah. My fault. I was a second late on stability. Alright, it's up now. There we go. Nice, GG. Good job on the bullet hell phases. That's usually the ones that if someone's gonna mess up, it's usually there. Alright. Nice! I wonder if all your practice and group content Guild Wars 2 would help with the new co-op Elden Ring. I got a key for that. They gave me one. I haven't gotten around to trying it yet, though. The I would say the biggest thing, look, I loved Elden Ring. I fully cleared it. I got all the bosses. I cleared the DLC. I killed all the bosses. The controls suck. I play mouse and keyboard. The controls for Elden Ring are just so terrible. And it's like, that because of that one thing, I'm kind of like dreading getting back to it. That's it for me for now. Thanks all. There's your problem. That's their problem. They say that they have mouse and keyboard support, and it's like the barest. It's like saying that you taste something delicious when a LaCroix truck drove past you. Like that's their idea of mouse and keyboard support. You can rebind it. You can rebind it. It's just in general not good. It's very much like console gaming. Like it's got, for example, the item wheel, right? Like you want to get to your heal potion and you're like next, use. Oh, too late, I'm dead. Like they use the console item wheel, which is absolutely crap, but they have that for your right arm. You've got next, use right arm. You've got next, use left arm. Next, use item. Next, use spell. So you've got 4 wheels of next and use button, right? So there's 8 bindings for that. You can't just hotkey like use heal potion on E, you know? Use sharpening stone on B or whatever. You can't bind things. All you can do is like throw them on the wheel. 4 wheels, Elden Ring is car, confirmed. How's that a keyboard problem? It's just a console game. Because there are other games that are like that have that, but you can bind the items. But this one, Elden Ring, you can't. So you know, keyboard and mouse, they did the bare minimum of making the console controls work on keyboard and mouse. So it's again, I cleared it, right? I got good. I killed all the bosses. I beat Melania. I beat the boss of the DLC. Took me a few hours, but I did. But yeah, it's oh man, after playing First Berserker Kazan and Lies of P, it's like, oh my god, this is so much better as far as controls go. Elden Ring controls were like, Elden Ring was a great game, but it was like, control-wise was a nightmare compared to some of the other ones. Did you finish Expedition 33? I did. I got a review video coming out very soon. I feel like when you say that, it's a bit misleading. I think you mean it just doesn't have a PC port. The game came out on PC. Elden Ring came out on PC and also on like consoles and stuff at the same time, I think. But the thing is like it says that they fully support keyboard and mouse on their Steam page, which is the only reason I gave it a shot to begin with. And it has keyboard and mouse controls, but it's just like the barest hint. Like there are some console games when they are available on keyboard and mouse, all they do is they're like, okay, the A button, you know, the triangle button is now W, the X button is now D, you know, the right bumper is now right click. That's all they do. They're just like, this button is now that button. And then there's others that are like, oh wait, the keyboard has like 50 more buttons we can use, and then they let you rebind things. So, like, typically, if it's got bad controls, but it lets you rebind stuff, totally fine. If it's got great controls, totally fine. If it's got bad controls and you cannot rebind them, that's where we have a problem. You know, that's where there's an issue. That kind of ruins the game, to be honest. It makes mouse and keyboard too overpowered. If the... Wait, what? If you're saying mouse and keyboard makes you overpowered, then that's like saying that using the controller is just to handicap you. I mean, I kind of agree with you. It's always funny watching people that play shooters on, like, controllers, you know, try the games on mouse and keyboard. Like, those are always funny YouTube videos. But it's funny hearing you say it. Elden Ring isn't a first-person shooter. I'm aware. Unless you're playing an archer. If the key to making a game a challenge is crappy controls, that's a hard pass. Yeah. You're gaining direct additional ways to use items without navigating the UI. You want direct keybinds. That's direct advantage. I mean, you're right, but I don't think that would make it a bad game. To be able to hit a button and have it go straight to my healing potion, that's like, imagine you've got a, you know, a belt of items on it and you know exactly where you left the healing potion. Like, you're reaching straight for it. You're not just twisting your belt around going, no, 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 no. Like, it's... it's silly. Since the first time, have you ever tried if Tunic has the same problem with controller still? When we couldn't get Tunic to work after like an hour of troubleshooting, I refunded it. I haven't bought it again and tried it again since then. That's like saying weapon swap in Guild Wars 2 shouldn't exist because you should be able to bind your other 5 buttons directly. That is very... come on. That's extremely different. In Elden Ring, if you want to reach for a certain item, it might be press the next button 7 times, then press use. If you press it 6 or 8 times, you've hit the wrong item. In Guild Wars 2, you hit weapon swap 5, and it's going to do the other weapon's 5 skill. If you hit weapon swap twice by accident, nothing happens because it has a cooldown. That's a very, very different thing. It's like we have 5 weapon swaps, so I had to press weapon swap 4 times to get to torch. Yeah. Yeah, if you had every single Guild Wars 2 weapon equipped and you had to hit the weapon swap button repeatedly to cycle through them, then that would be similar. But that's not the same. It's a bit more exaggerated, but it's still bypassing one button. Nobody would advocate for a macro solution to weapon swap with a bind. Best Guild Wars 2 streamer. Thank you, Victorious. Very kind of you. Yeah. And in any case, I'm just sharing my opinion, right? I'm very much a keyboard and mouse player. I don't typically buy games if they say they don't support mouse and keyboard. But if they say they support mouse and keyboard, and then I play it, and then the controls are terrible, and then they don't let you rebind them, that's when I'm like, okay, I got something to say about this. Elden Ring was an example of that. That's it. That's it. I will say I recently played First Berserker Kazan, which is probably my new favorite Souls-like. The controls in that were so silky smooth. Oh my god. It was such a fluid, responsive game. It was a joy to play that game. If you like Souls-like, highly recommend First Berserker Kazan. It was so good. It was so freaking good. Did you check out the new relics, by the way? Did I? I don't know. Hang on. Let me see. I don't remember if I did or not. Janther set 3? Is this it? Bavanisos. Yeah, this is it. Where would Lies of P rank? For my own personal enjoyment, it was like, you know, like Elden Ring, probably Lies of P, and then Kazan. Probably like that. It was really good. And if you want more information on Lies of Kazan, I have a review video on it that just goes over it. But it was such a joy to play that one. Yeah. Let's see. It's not a PvP game. Better control options are always a good thing. If mouse and keyboard was so much better, then people would plug one into a console when the devs would be forced to improve the gamepad controls like what you have in Monster Hunter World of Wilds. Yeah, the new Monster Hunter game, I played like a couple hours and then put it down. And part of it was the controls. It also had really, really jank controls. Lies of Kazan, yes. First, Alright, so I said Lies of P and First Berserker Kazan, and you made it say, you said Lies of Kazan, and then I started to go the other way and say the first P. And I was like, wait a minute. Ah, yes, my favorite Souls-like, the first P. The new Monster Hunter for me, I hate the performance stare. Again, I'm talking about, like, I hate the controls. They were jank. Also, they got rid of the cooking cats. And you don't find out for 2 hours, so it's too late to refund it. Terrible. Terrible design. Alright. Relics. Janther Wild Set 3. Relic of Agony. Enemies you interrupt are inflicted with Agony of the Choir. 672 damage. Why does it say 5 seconds? Is it a dot? Does it do damage? Does it do that damage every second, or do that damage over 5 seconds? Okay. That doesn't seem amazing. Using a stance skill, cleanse conditions from yourself, removes 2 condies, no internal cooldown. Probably incredible in PvP. You could run Soul Beast with full stances. Relic of Bloodstone. Gain Bloodstone volatility when you successfully combo a field with Blast Finisher. Blasting at the stack threshold triggers an explosion, granting increased damage. Bloodstone Fervor, increased damage 15%. Bloodstone Volatility. Bloodstone Energy is rising. Bloodstone Fervor, your strike damage is increased. Stack threshold 3. The Bloodstone Explosion does 1300 and then bleeding and never targets, blah, 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 blah. So when you do blast finishers, you gain volatility. Blasting at the stack threshold generates an explosion, granting increased damage. So if you're playing a class with a lot of blast finishers, this is a maybe. Okay. Relic of the Living City. Oh yeah, we looked at this one the other day. So complete each trigger once to gain stacks of Titanic potential. Healing skill, elite skill, finish a combo, disable an enemy, evade an attack. At 5 stacks, you gain Soul of the Titan, providing increased attributes and all boons for its duration, so it's Exodia. Gain the Soul of the Titan after completing every trigger. You gain 15% bonus to all stats for 5 seconds. Gain all boons for 5 seconds. That's really cool, but burning, doing a combo, disabling an enemy and dodging an attack would be pretty quick, and then wasting my heal and wasting my elite for a 5-second buff with a 30-second cooldown. That's the part that's like, I don't think so. I like the idea of it, but... Relic of Mistburn. When you grant might to yourself, grant yourself additional might. Gain an increased crit strike chance while at or above the might threshold. You know, when you play open world Quick Untamed, you always have 10 stacks of might. If this just simply makes it 20 stacks of might, if it just doubles that, and then on top of that you get 10% crit chance, this could be useful for some open world builds where you kind of hover around half of max stacks of might. Relic of the Phenom. It's phenomenal. Upon using a cantrip or meditation skill, gain protection. No internal cooldown. Self-prot only, not for the group. Like, Untameds have cantrips, but they wouldn't get enough out of this. I don't know about other classes. Acquire this relic by completing Convergence Challenge Mode Decimus Silver or from Janther Wild's Reward Track. Oh, cantrip, I said catnip. Yes, complete the catnip to get this relic. Chars will be like, oh! Let's see. Might seems to be the easiest boon to access on any class. No, seems a bit redundant. Well, again, it wouldn't be for group content. It would be for, like, when you're on your own in some game mode. So, but yeah, might is accessible by every class. It just depends on if they're running a build that has access to it. Like, you know, for example, what I'm doing right now, you know, it's like there I just threw up like 14 stacks, and we can, you know, we can add more. As a support druid, I can throw out tons of might to people around me. Other people, it depends. Let's see. I like the idea. New things are always good. Just wondering where it would be useful. True. Mike, I still like the Crab Soul game that you played. Oh, Crab Souls. What was that? What was that actually called? Something. Was that Another Crab's Adventure or something like that? Yeah, that was a cute little game. Hold on a sec. I'm looking at my playthrough playlist. Another Crab's Treasure. That was it. Yeah, and everybody calls it Crab Souls. Yeah, this one was goofy. If y'all haven't seen this one, so it's you play this little hermit crab, and wow, that quality though. Oh my gosh, you play this little hermit crab, and okay, this guy just like ripped my head off, and whatever you like your shell, whatever you use for your shell, you can use it to parry, but it'll break, right? So like if you use a tin can you found in the ocean for your shell, it's really durable. But if you use an eggshell, it will break in one hit. But then every single thing has its own special abilities. Like I think here I'm using a medicine bottle, and it has some leftover medicine dregs in it, and you can like huff them, and you get a heal. But yeah, this was a fun one. Not a lot of customization. So like, you know, Elden Ring, you can do like a pyromancy run and a faith run and a magic run and a archery run and like a weapon, you know, just a strength run and a dex run. In this, you are a crab with a fork. Like that's it. You are crab with fork. You can customize your shell and you have a few special abilities, but they have a cooldown. But it's kind of like Sekiro. You are dude with sword. That, you know, that's it. All right, that's me dead. Doesn't have a gun in that game. Yeah, if you get frustrated at a boss, there's a setting you can turn on, and it makes your shell a Glock. And you can literally just shoot any boss and kill them instantly when you get frustrated. We cleared the whole game without using the gun, but then we reloaded before the last boss and shot him just to see it. It was pretty funny. Great game. They added New Game Plus and Boss Rush in the latest update. Nice. Rest in peace, Muck's beard. You were missed. My wife doesn't miss it. She's good. Actually, it's a Browning high power. Bless you. I don't know what that means. Sorry. You know what? I'm going to say it's a Desert Eagle now, just because of you. Because I know that word also. Alright. So, next up. Next project, chat. Alright, hang on a sec. Let me... Opening up. Let's see. File. Save as. Where's my video scripts? Hang on. Let's see. Video scripts. And... Shoot. What's the name of that new Fractal? Kin something. Kinfall. Okay. Kinfall Fractal Guide. Alright. So... The Desert Beagle? That's a whole different thing. Okay. Kinfall Fractal notes. Alright, so I'm just gonna copy paste these over here. Okay, so... Alright, we are gonna make a guide for the new Fractal. Alright. Hey everyone, Mukluk Douglas, Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth here, and this is a guide to the Kinfall Fractal in Guild Wars 2. If you are looking for information on any other fractals, there is a link. Actually, I can include the plugging at the end. That doesn't have to be here now. Now let's get to the point. Did I use get to the point for fractals? Hang on, I don't remember. What tone did I use for this series? Intro to fractals, I did not. Yeah, okay, so yeah. So Intro to Fractals has all of these fractals explained, but then these were added later, so I did separate videos for these. So I did get to the point for those. Okay, let's get her done. Like, that's the southern version of get to the point. Let's get her done. All right, let's get to the point. Okay, so enter the fractal, turn into bears. If you hate being a bear, you can talk to the device left of the doorway to change your graphic back to normal. Alright. Let's see. Everyone has life fire, emitting a circle from them. Let's see. The whole zone is hit by cold damage every second. However, if you have life fire, the circle around you at the start, you are protected from this. Approach the first door. Hold on, I don't remember. Do you have to give up your life fire at the first door? I think you do. I could check the VOD from earlier. I'm pretty sure you have to give up life fire at the first door. Like someone does. Hang on a sec. The first door just opens? Okay, I'm gonna double check. The first door just opens? Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here's where we did the fractal. Alright, here's the first door. I said someone opened this. And... Alright, so we're looking at all these circles here. Yeah, I don't think anyone lost it there. Okay, so... Alright, pretty simple. Okay, so let's go back to the script here. Where is it? Alright. Let's see. Open the first door. Start fighting your way through Sons of Svanir. There is only one path, so it is pretty straightforward. Periodically, you will reach a... Let's see, hold on a sec. Get rid of those two. Alright, let me just cut-paste this and then see if I need to change anything. Alright, what did I write here for my notes? You will periodically reach a blocked door or passage, and you interact with an item next to it to sacrifice one person's life fire to clear the path. People that lose their life fire need to stay near others in order to stay protected from the constant cold damage. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to rewrite that. Alright. Eventually, you will reach a final door that requires your last 2 life fires to open. After stepping through, you will be in a boss room and 2 random people will have their life fire again. Okay. Actually, wait, I think I should talk about the... What was that one, like the first boss? It was like a Goliath or something?
Yeah, you. Long time no see.
Who dat? Cutter by Phoenix. Hello, Cutter. Welcome back. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What was this guy called? Champion Ice Brood. Is that Goliath? I think that's Goliath. Champion Ice Brood Goliath. Okay. After a few rooms, you will hit one with a Champion Ice Brood Goliath. I recommend killing all of the other mobs in the room first. Otherwise, they will pelt you with damage during your fight with it. I recommend focusing down all the other mobs in the room first during your fight with it. It's pretty simple. Red areas are bad. I think that was pretty much it for the Goliath. I don't think it did anything too crazy. Does it even have red areas? Or does it just keep swinging? It's just like swinging a baseball bat. That's it. I'm just looking to see if it does anything special I need to make, to make note of. And I'm freaking changing my build in the middle of the fight. Okay, he's doing something right now. He got a break bar. Alright. And I'm messing with my build again. Awesome. Good job, past me. Okay. So, not really. He is pretty straightforward. Just get his HP to 0. Alright. Eventually, you reach a final door that will, you'll reach a final door that requires your last 2 life fires to open. After stepping through, you'll be in a boss room and 2 random people will have their life fire again. Okay. Let's see. Boss abilities. Final boss abilities. Final boss abilities. Red areas are bad. You will frequently see small circles with up arrows that will launch you into the air. If you quickly, you can. If you respond quickly, you can get out of them in time to avoid this. The boss will periodically do one of two different shockwaves. One that is on the ground. When this one is about to happen, you can purposefully run into one of the small circles to launch into the air to avoid the damage. The other shockwave charges above his head. When it is about to finish casting, a circle will spawn under you and attempt to launch you upward into it. So when you see the boss charging the airborne explosion, be ready to dodge out of a small circle that is about to appear under you, appear directly under you.
You'll find everything you need here.
Once you master, how do I want to say this? Like, once you master these mechanics, these shockwaves are the largest source of damage on the fight. Around 70, 50, and 20% of the boss's health, there will be a break bar. After breaking it, the life fires may randomly move to other targets, to other players. Remember that you need to be in them to avoid constant cold damage. What else is there? Everything else is red areas are bad. I think that's it. I think that's basically it. Okay, did I cover all my notes? The final doorway, blah, 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 blah. Pretty sure I went over that. Yeah, okay, done. Ground explosion done. Air explosion done. Red areas are bad done. Circles the knock arrows. Ground explosion done. 20%. The first end. Yeah, okay. Cool. I think that's it. Dude, 1-page Fractal guide. Alright. It's been a while since the Get to the Point video. It's been a 1-page script. Okay, so then I just need to copy paste my usual, let's see. Oh, actually, wait, for Get to the Point, I usually do like, and now you know how to clear Kinfault Fractal. You're welcome. These links. Alright. Easy. Okay. So now I just need to record myself reading this at some point, and put that as well as the footage of the encounter into the Naxxbax, and we have ourselves a Fractal guide. Okay, next bit of content creation stuff. Noxxi should be done editing the video for the Portal Tomes. And I need to check it to make sure it looks solid. So, we, chat, are going to go on a journey of content creation, and we're going to see if this looks good. Now, this is actually the second version. The first version had a few errors in it, and I got the first version yesterday. I sent it back and asked her to fix a few things, and she's fixed those, and now we've got the second version. So we need to go through this and make sure that everything is covered. There's one thing I still need here. Hang on a second. Word. Which one is this one? This one was the Wizard's Portal Tome? Yeah, this is the Wizard's Portal Tome. Okay. Alright. What is the name of this video that she did? It's called, Yo, I heard your Portal Tomes have tomes in a tome but now fixed. Awesome. Alright. Let's see if this video needs any editing or if it's a done product, chat. Like Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the 4th. Now, because I am me, you have to suffer through faster speeds. Right here, and this is a guide to getting the Wizard's Portal Tome in Guild Wars 2. First off, what is the Wizard's Portal Tome and why would you want it? Throughout Guild Wars 2, there are many items that teleport you to various locations, such as the Portal Scrolls purchasable from various merchants, and a few others that are more niche. Altogether, if you had all of these, they would take up a great deal of inventory space. The Portal Tome will allow you access to all of the portal locations that you have unlocked, allowing you to get rid of the many bags full of Portal Scrolls you may have acquired. Additionally, you can put the Portal Tome into a shared inventory slot, and every character on your account can use it. To get started, go to your achievement.
I like that effect she added. I didn't ask for
You
that,
can put the Portal Tome into a
she made everything grayscale except the shared stuff, just to really draw your eye up there. That's good.
Inventory slot, and every character on your account can use it. To get started, go to your achievements list and search for Work Hard for Now. Click the little eye icon to pin this to the top right of your game window while we are working on this. Note you'll probably need, at the minimum, a Springer to get this done. Although the sky scale makes it easier, I am not sure that it is required. Also, although this item was added during Janthier Wilds, I have been told by others that the Janthier Wilds expansion is not required to do this. Step 1 is to talk to Ward Medic Myrna in Lion's Arch or Baba Nisos. After conversing with them, the achievement will fill in with a lot more information, and you need to go visit a...
I like that she showed the map for Lion's Arch here,
or
but she did not show the map for Bavanisos. However, you can see the map here, and there's really only one major waypoint here, so it's probably acceptable.
After conversing with them, the achievement will fill in with a lot...
This is the kind of thing where if there's other problems with this video, and we want to get those fixed, I would also ask for that to get changed. However, if there's no other issues, I wouldn't get the video re-edited just for this one thing. Alvi says, Mike, what is your content creation rotation? I don't know what that means. Please rephrase.
A lot more information, and you need to go visit a lot of locations. Now, none of this is difficult, nor does it cost you anything other than waypoint fees. We just have to do a bit of traveling. The TLDR, before I just dive into rattling off locations, is that we are visiting each zone in Central Tyria and are going to a major landmark and looking for a shiny item. On each of these hints, one word is capitalized. For example, on the Blaze Ridge Steps memory, the word monument is capitalized, so we know the item we are searching for is near a landmark with the word monument in it.
Okay, so I did ask, like, for the word monument, please, like, point to it or something, and that didn't get done. So, I need to write that down. Hang on just a second. 136 in video, still missing anything to draw your eye.
Connor Kankani raided my stream with 560 viewers.
Connor Carne. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Welcome to you and your community. We're making guides right now. Ooh, exciting stuff, right? We've got a draft of a video that's going to be a guide for one of the new things that just got added to Guild Wars 2, and we're going through it right now. We're doing some content creation, and we're seeing if anything in this video needs to be edited. We've already found a couple things. However, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Lion's Arch.
Thanks again for the raid last night. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, welcome to you all. We're just working on a guide video for the Wizard's Tome that can hold all the other tomes and stuff like that. We just finished a script for a guide for the new Fractal, and we're just working on other things behind the scenes. Yeah. 104. Can you also enlarge the map in the bottom right to show where she is in Bava Nisos? Okay.
After conversing with them, anything other than waypoint...
And I'm watching it on high speed just because I'm just checking for errors.
On each of these hints, one word is capitalized. For example, on the Blaze Ridge Steps memory, the word monument is capitalized, so we know the item we are searching for is near a landmark with the word monument in it. So you can use those clues to find them yourself, or just keep watching the video and I will show you where all of them are. So, diving into it, here's a list of every item and footage of its location, along with timestamps if you miss any. Blaze Ridge Steps. Blood Tide Coast.
Now, I did not ask her to put the waypoint names up there, but that's awesome.
Brisbane Wildlands. Caledon Forest.
I'm double checking with the list of locations that are supposed to be here on my other monitor to make sure we get them all.
Shore.
Hold on a sec.
Cursed Shore.
Okay, good. This was something I asked her to add after the last version of this video, was point out the underwater entrance. Because if you don't know where this is, it's really annoying.
Diessa Plateau.
Would it be possible to put a link to every waypoint in the description so people could copy-paste it? You're giving me a lot more work to do. Chiesa Plateau.
All right, so I told Noxxi, make a major point of showing where this freaking pipe is. We had to go through this pipe for the Khalid Bulg video, and I didn't show it well enough, and everybody screamed at me in the comment section.
Dredge Haunt Cliffs. Dry Top. Fields of Ruin. Fireheart Rise. Frost Gorge Sound. Gendarin Fields.
Oh, this one sucks because of friggin' fake walls. Then I got hit by that dumb vent twice. My mistake is immortalized.
Harathi Hinterlands. Iron Marches. Kesek.
Where do we get an add-on to Regions of Tyria where your voice reads aloud the zone names when you load in? Oh man, I would have fun with that. Dude, I would like 9 and 10 would be very serious, like what you're hearing right now. And then just just randomly, you'd have like, Gendarin Fields, oh! You know, I'd just be like way hyped about some random zone for some reason.
X Hills. Lornar's Pass. Malkor's Leap. Metrica Province. Mount Maelstrom. Plains of Ashford. Queensdale. Snowden Drifts. South Sun Cove. Sparkfly Fen.
This one's about tequila.
Straits of Devastation. The Silver Waste. Timberline Falls. Wayfarer Foothills.
All right, good. That's all the ones that were on the list.
After finishing all of these, you will be prompted to go back to Ward Medic Myrna, who gives you an update and directs you to find someone who exhibits Skrit-like behavior, who is not a Skrit. After dragging Guild MM to her and being told that is not who she meant, we found she wanted you to talk to Gar Leadclaw, who can be found in Lion's Arch as shown here. They will tell you a story which explains a lot of what is going on with this magical artifact, and finally, you will be rewarded with your very own Wizard's Portal Tome. Now that it is in hand, you can track the achievement Teleportation Gizmos Collector. Any teleporter item that you add
Wait, what was that?
Here. They will tell you a story which explains a lot of what is going on.
Hang
with
on,
this magical artifact,
I think we
and
found
finally,
something
you will be
wrong.
rewarded with your very own Wizard's Portal Tome. Now that it is in hand, you can track the achievement Teleportation Gizmos Collector. Any teleporter item.
Okay, hold on. We found something. What is that? 633 to 636 is just a frozen image on screen.
And that you add to this collection will be accessible via the tome. Some of you may want to get them all. Others may just want to get certain ones that you will frequently use. As mentioned before, I recommend putting the tome in a shared inventory slot so all your characters have access to it. And that's all there is to it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like for the YouTube algorithm, comment if you have any questions or if you know any tricks and tips that I didn't share, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content. Another massive thank you to the supporters on Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube who keep the channel alive. If you're interested in becoming one and getting more videos and perks, there's a link to that in the description. Shilling complete, thank you for listening, and happy shiny collecting.
All right, so there was one thing that I was like, I kind of wish this was better, but I'm not gonna have the video get edited just for this one thing. But then there was 2 other problems, so we got to fix these other problems, and then so I'm gonna add that thing as well. So, okay, so I just sent that to Nox. That's in the Nox box. Alpha says, "Would you lead the new meta in 15 minutes?" Sure. I need materials for the Bavanisos meta, so I'll happily do that. Let's see, Wizard Sour. Let's see, got that.
Look at me, I'm so curvy.
Savage. What is this? Complete a Titanic Voyage meta. I've totally done that. That's a lie. Hey, have any of you been able to check this off? I just want to know if it's a me thing or an everyone thing. If it's everyone, then I won't worry about it, because I'm sure they know. Bugged for me. It checks off if you do every lane once. I've already done every lane once. I've got the mastery. I was able to do it. Some others have it bugged. You have to do every lane. I've done every lane because I got the mastery for it. Hang on. See? I've done all the lanes. So, at the very least, I can tell you that that is not the condition for getting it to work. What is the condition? I don't know. Alright. Maybe first day clears didn't count? I don't know. Alright. Let's see. So it's only 15 minutes, right? Alright, so I'm gonna chill here for a sec. My wonderful wife brought me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I am gonna finish eating this real quick. I'll happily leave the meta after and get some more backpack legendary materials. Turn on the in-game music so everyone's not just listening to me chewing. Self-conscious. Eating like a king. I'm eating pretty good. Eating pretty good. Nom 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 nom, yes. Should I go ahead and make a squad? I say create squad. Alright, looking for group. Janthier. Hold on, I wanna confirm that it's about to start, so don't make this and be wrong about it. Okay, yeah, so it's in in a few minutes. Alright. So Bavanisos, advertise, meta at XX20. Alright, if any of you want to join, it's in the group finder on EU. And just chilling for a few minutes, and then we'll do this. The only better meal would be fried rice and orange chicken. That would be a good meal. You know, I had an interesting talk about Expedition 33 last night. I thought I had finished the Expedition 33 review video, and I put it in early access on our Discord. And a couple people watched it, and one's like, hey, you're wrong about this fact here. And the fact I said I said this is the 33rd expedition to try to go stop the big baddie, right? I didn't say big baddie, but I'm trying to be vague here, so I'm not trying to say spoilers right now. And I thought that was true. And people were like, well, yeah, Muck, but they, they've been counting down from 100 and they're at 33 now. So there's been 67 expeditions. And I was like, no, because they said that they didn't send one every year. And I was very confident that this was the 33rd one. And it's the 67th. It's not the 67th. No, it's not. Then someone pointed to the wiki where it counts how many journal entries you find from previous expeditions. And apparently, you find journal entries from, I think it's 42 previous expeditions. So at minimum, there was 42. Maximum, we don't know. But I was wrong that it was 33. There were 67 expeditions. Well, okay, so one of the big things, Charmon, that I saw in the game was when you find the journal from 84. And they're like, it's so great that we restarted the expeditions after 15 years. But it's really going to be tough to get back. Okay, so that right there makes me think that there wasn't one for 15, like from 100 down to 84, there wasn't one. No, I'm not 100% on that. But that, the verbiage, the phrasing of that made me think, oh, there wasn't one for this. Like, there was, the first one they sent was so catastrophic that they didn't have the resources for another 15 years to send another one. But there's a lot of argument, apparently, within the Expedition 33 community of the phrasing of that journal. Because she's like, the trail's gone cold after 15 years. And they were like, oh, well, maybe there was still expeditions during those years, but she's talking about this specific trail, you know, stuff like that. But what I got from it was that there wasn't an expedition for 15 years. Now, regardless, I got fact-checked, and I was wrong. It was definitely more than 33, right? So I thought that it was like the number on the pillar was down to 33, and also Gustav was leading the 33rd expedition, and it was a coincidence that they were both the number 33. But obviously I was wrong on that second part. So I asked Noxxi to do an edit where I just said Gustav is leading the latest expedition, not the 33rd one. Muck, can you please switch map? There's 12 in queue. If I switch map, then all these people have to switch map. Well, I don't think that me switching the map is the problem. Or I don't think me switching the map is a good solution. Gustav was not leading it.
I've been studying magic with the Skywatcher, but
oh well. Oh well. He leads your little party. If any of the people in squad have a fresher mount, the other guy was Gustav, just had pro tag energy. All right, you know what? That's okay. That's a mistake I'm willing to accept. If I had left that other thing, I would have gotten so many comments about it. If I just say Gustav's leading it, then I'll just be like, no, he had the aura. I'll just say he had the aura. But you're right. There was technically another leader, but Gustav is the one who kind of leads your group for that time. Anyway, I'm not intending to spoil it. I'm just talking about some vague lore stuff. All right, how long do we have? We got 9 minutes. All right. I'm going to put my plate away so that I'm not Asmongold, and I'm going to get a drink. Be right back.
There's no time. If we don't close that rift, this area will be overrun. There, do you see? I can't close the rift, but I can try to interrupt the Jade's connection to it. That should make the Jade vulnerable. Once it's gone, you'll be able to close the rift. I think. The Titan spawn are connected to the rift. Don't let them get close. It's working. You've nearly got it.
Is he following? Hold on. Chip kind of like half followed me in here, chat, and then stopped. Like he was thinking about it, then changed his mind. I'm not sure if he's coming in. Charmin, have you tried Blueprints yet? Can't wait for Mike to try it. It's okay, Muck. It's a hard game to follow at times. Yeah. Like I learned a lot from that conversation. It was a very cool conversation. The thing about like the number of expeditions was interesting because it's a point of discussion among the community. No one's really sure what the factual answer is. It's definitely more than 33. I was wrong on that because you can count the number of journals you find. But they also say that they're not able to afford sending expeditions every year because of the dwindling resources and dwindling number of humans.
Quickly close the rift. It worked.
Kind of late to mention spoilers when we're talking about journals. Oh, I was talking about number of journals. I was trying to talk about number of journals.
My mentor warned me.
Let's see.
And to look away is a brave choice.
It was too much stuff finished. I'm working on Expedition 33, Ghosts of Tsushima, and Tainted Grail. Oh yeah, once we for those that are new to the community, maybe you just got here recently. Tainted Grail has been really fun. Tainted Grail feels like I'm playing Oblivion or Skyrim for the first time again, but it's darker. Like it's darker themes. It's kind of grimdark, like Diablo, maybe Warhammer kind of. Like it's just darker themes. But that's been really fun. And that was one of our evening games before we started the Guild Wars 2 week. So we'll be after like on Monday we'll be back on that. Let's see. That was what I heard from a lot of people. Game of the year. Then Expedition 33 came out, but number 2 Game of the Year for many. Wait, which one? Let's see. Have you played Blue? Oh, you're saying Blueprints might be game of the year. For the among the games that I myself have played, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Split Fiction were all, I think, game of the year quality. That's among games I have played. Beyond that, like Blueprints, I've not played Blueprints. I have not played that one. Split Fiction, best co-op game for sure. I never even heard of Blueprints. Let's see. Hold on. We got 4 minutes remaining. Hold on. Let me see. Is that one? Blueprints. Was this the puzzle one?
Represents a world.
Mystery Investigation 3D. Yeah, this is like puzzles and stuff, I think. Yeah, Age of Wonders 4 spotted. Yeah, I've been playing I've been playing a lot of it lately. I've gotten good enough that I can play it on brutal against the AI, and I've been enjoying it a lot in my free time. There's certain things about it that make me wish it had features that Total War Warhammer 3 has. Like, if someone attacks you, there's no option to like retreat or fall back. It's just like, oh well, I guess I'm dead. So like, if they barely come into range of your army, like you're committed. There's a few little things like that I wish they would add, but overall, really enjoy the game. Does this meta event have a fixed timer that it spawns? It is 20 minutes after the hour, every 2 hours. So it's happening in 3 minutes, and then 2 hours from now repeating. It is on the Event Timers webpage. If you're new to the game, if you type /wiki/ET for Event Timers, it opens up the Event Timers webpage on the wiki. The red line is where we are now, and you can see events here. And right here, this is it, Titanic Voyage. That's the event about to start. Wonder how good the Silent Hill F game will be when it comes out. The Silent Hill remaster, or whatever it was that came out like a year ago. Was that Silent Hill 2? Hang on a sec. Searching my library. Silent Hill 2. The Silent Hill 2 remake or remaster, whatever it was that was recent. That was I played that. That was my first Silent Hill game. Honestly, I know it has a reputation because of like, you know, in its time. But by modern day standards, I like, man, that was not a spooky game. Like, and part of it I think was you had a weapon. So most of the time something was like, ah, and you'd be like, ah, bang, and you would just hit it with a 2x4. So it's like most of the monsters were afraid of you. I'm not quite like Doom guy, but it's like most of the stuff that jumped out at me, I would just like hit it with a pipe and it would die. It was not that bad. I mean, there was a few things in the end game that you had to just run from, but yeah, it was not too bad. Silent Hill 2, not scary, it was disturbing. True, it was pretty disturbing. Mark, do you ever think of playing Paradox games like Stellaris, Crusader Kings, or Europa Universalis? I'm willing to try them. Time is the issue, but I have branched out a lot. We tried 110 games last year. I would say I'm willing to try them, but I have not. I have not tried them. Trying to click on the banner. There we go. The banner was in the flatbread. I was like, I can't click it. Michael, you played the new Elden Ring game. They gave me a key. I intend to try it, but I need to finish some of the stuff we're currently working on. And we're just doing Guild Wars 2 until end of day Sunday. On Monday, we'll be back on a more, balanced schedule of various games. So, we did just finish an Age of Wonders 4 campaign that we were doing on, what is it? The previous morning stream before the Guild Wars 2 event started. So Monday morning's morning stream, we'll start a new game. You know what I've seen a lot of clips of that look good? That looks good. Dispatch or Dispatcher, whatever it's called. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna ask for a key. Hey, give me a sec. Hold on. Do we by chance have any keys for Dispatch? Wait, is it called Dispatch? One sec. That one looked really interesting to me. Dispatch. There we go. Oh, wait, is it just a demo? Oh, it's a demo. It's not out yet. It's not out yet. I'm sorry. I thought the full game for this was out. So for anyone who hasn't seen this, the premise here is you play this guy. Imagine Iron Man, but his suit broke. And so now he's just a really smart guy, but he's like an ex-superhero. And he starts working at this location that is a dispatch center for superheroes. So he's in there and he's surrounded by these other heroes and you know, monsters and stuff, and he's supposed to tell them where to go. Like Flash, you're needed here. You know, Daredevil, you're needed here, etc. But then he also has to deal with like working around them, and he doesn't have his like his powers anymore because he's, you know, he doesn't have a suit. And so there's like, you know, strife and conflict and stuff like that. And all the clips I've seen for it look really good. Now, that doesn't mean the game is amazing, of course. You know, we all know that. But all the clips I've seen look really good, and I'm interested. I'm interested in trying it. There's also Baba is used on the recommended list. There's a lot on the recommended list. I'm trying. We've gotten through a few of them. Okay, looks like we took out enough of this stuff. New games need to stop coming out for a year, then maybe Muck can get through the list. Maybe. It's a big list. Alright. Let's see. Reminder, grab EMP from Waystation. Heavy CC is needed for this boss. At 75%, at 75, 50, 25%, he casts, you all die now. Need to CC that. There we go. Hopefully they get the point, chat. That's it. That's the whole boss guide for this guy. We've gotten to the point.
She knows the score. I am here out of respect for Mabon's memory.
Hey, look, did you ever think of playing? Oh, I already read that one. You know what I think the biggest success of the entire game recommendation website pages that we made was Cyberpunk. That was a game I never intended to play. And you guys like overwhelmingly voted that I should try it. I tried it. I was like blown away by how much fun I was having. I played it. I did like tons of side content, finished the story, made a review video. And that review video, now if you Google like Cyberpunk review, is one of the first things that comes up, and it is my most or second most successful review video that I've ever done on my entire channel after over 50 review videos. Like it is popped off. So like that ended up being a massive success, both for like how much fun we had and also for the YouTube channel as well. Not Fable. Fable, I know, was a incredible product for its time. Playing it in, you know, today's day and age was kind of eh. Tex says, Muck, I'm sorry I didn't tag you. I've seen gorilla vlogs on TikTok. I don't see TikTok. I got nothing against TikTok, but I got 24 hours of the day. They're all filled up. I got no room for TikTok. So no, I never see that. They are voice-acted, fully AI-made videos of gorillas talking to a camera in YouTuber style. AI is coming. Okay. Hopefully they don't start making Guild Wars 2 guides. 75 CC time. Nice, very good. %. CC time. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, I think someone just went off the cliff. Ooh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I saw the Lex Talion has trapped you? Okay, alright, no, I was thinking he was putting me in the egg thing. No, that was just his big cast that we interrupted. Never mind. Hey people, serious question, why do people love Asuras and Scrits so much? I like their, Asuras, I like their animations. Like, if you look, see my dude right here? Like, he's very wobbly, right? And like, when he does a dodge roll, like, look at that. He can just, without even bending the knees, he could just leap more than his full height in the air and do a flip. I think, as far as muscle density goes, that makes him, like, the strongest race in Tyria. Norns can't leap their full height. They can't do that. They just got funny graphics. I'm gonna do an AoE res right here. Alright, that got, I think, 4 people up. Nice.
Go, spirits.
Now, as far as Skrit, I don't have an answer for that. I think the Skrit are kind of funny little dudes, but I don't like Skrit as much as I like playing my Asura. But most MMOs I've played, I usually pick the odd-sized race. Like, something that stands out, you know? When I played EverQuest, I played like a 7 or 8 foot tall troll for most of my years playing that game. So like anytime there was like a group, like I was in a 5-man group, I really stood out because I was way taller than everybody else. And then in this game, a short little guy. Also, I love the gimmick of like little dude, big wizard hat. You know? Vigar, the guy from the early Final Fantasy games that had one, and stuff like that. Okay. So we need to split between the 3 lanes. Hold on, which... It looks like south has the least amount of people. I guess I'll go south. Human race superior. What? You mean the invaders from another planet? Mark, what's the fastest way to get a legendary? Your mom's credit card. Gen 1 weapons are tradable. That's the fastest way. I don't recommend it. Is there a secret to putting your Rift Essence into the wallet? Get your Rift Essence out of your material storage, right-click on it, and hit Consume, and it will go into your wallet. There's also a guy in Lion's Arch that can do them in bulk if you've got, like, tens of thousands to do, and that's, like, too tedious. I'm here to chew gum and heal turtles, chat. And I'm all out of gum. Mark, are you on EU or NA? Whenever I play at this time, I'm on EU because it's more active. And when I play during the late evening streams, I play on NA because it's more active. World Tour? So I'm on EU right now. How are you feeling about the patch update? Overall, I think it was fine. Not terrible, not great. I think it was fine. I think the quality of life features and other stuff that we got that is going to affect the game for a long time to come are the best parts. I think the story was kind of the weakest part. I've already listed a few ways that I think the story could have been delivered better. But overall, I think the story had some issues with how they told it. How do you manage 2 accounts? I don't. It's 1 account. So as a ArenaNet partner, they give me a few small privileges, and one of them is I can server swap whenever I want, as long as I don't abuse it. So I use it whenever I streamed in certain time slots to basically visit you guys, and it's the same account. Now, you guys have the swap server button also, but by default it costs a fee each time you use it, and I don't have the fee. I love this music so much. Ah, I was vibing! Rude. Hey Mike, how's it going? What's up, Draconic? Just doing the new meta. Mate. Oh no! Get to the chopper! Saluting all those who are going to stand in that. There's always some. What class is your character? I'm a ranger. Currently playing a heal untamed build. I'm just hurling nature magic all over the place to buff and heal people around me. It's fun for events with lots of people. It's not something I would play if I was running around on my own. What do you wish for Ranger next expansion? I don't know. If we get more weapons, shield or focus. Where's the guy we gotta kill? Oh, dang it. I thought I was out of that. What the heck? Where is he? Wait, is that him? No, that's not him. What the heck? Where is he? Okay, I thought, okay, maybe I'm just crazy. I thought there was another, like, big target that we had to go take down, and I was looking for it. I don't see one. Unless they already killed it really fast. I dodged forward and successfully dodged the big knockback, but then fell through a hole in the ground. Completely negating the fact that I dodged the big knockback. Hey, Mike, tea or coffee? Coke. The gulp gulp kind. Dang it. The South Organ is inoperable. Where's everybody else going? Alright. I'm not sure where this takes me. I think this might go back to like the base camp area. Gonna find out in a second. Yep, it is base camp. Okay. Come on, climb. So, lore-wise, within the story of Janthier Wilds, is doing this meta supposed to permanently kill this giant titan? Like it's gone for good? Because they say in the meeting, like, oh, we've taken down 4 titans, and, one, I guess, is this one. Yes, but also no. Every time. Every time! I admit, it got me the first time. Because I tried to dodge roll it. It didn't work. I believe the lore is you weaken it, but the Mistgate is keeping it alive and recovering. The meta just wounds it. Perma-killing it is closing the blank in the blank. Gotcha. The blank in the blank. The old blank in the blank. Oh, it's a silver. This is gonna take way too long to kill as a heal build. To think about it, are the Titans any different from humans after all? Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. Good talk. How many Cokes do you drink in a day? So I've got a can here. I usually have maybe 2, maybe 3 tops. Never more than 3. And I'm not bragging and saying it's healthy, but it is the worst vice I have. For example, I never drink alcohol. I never have, and I don't plan to. Haven't ever tried anything that Dare would be against, etc. So, soda, 2 to 3 cans of soda is the worst vice I have in my life. Not the streaming addiction of which I haven't missed a day for 7 years. Not that. No, that is the soda. Coke is worse than alcohol. I'd rather be driving on the road next to people that have been drinking Coca-Cola than people that have been drinking alcohol. Let's see. Both were made from the miss. Before the mega server, there was option to visit 2 other servers daily. Coke Zero was kind of nice. I tried Coke Zero once. I hated the taste of it. I thought it tasted nasty. Like, I'd rather drink water than that. This is not for me. Center barrier portal. Where does this go? I want to see where this goes. I've never taken this. Long load screen. Okay. Got it. Man, that really long load screen thing is such a weird addition from this patch. Mike, can you show your sound settings? That's what I'm doing right now. Why? Do you like them or hate them? I rarely drink fizzy stuff. They all taste like crap to me. I very much use caffeine in my day-to-day. I usually get my caffeine from a can of Coke. I have tried coffee and tea to see if I wanted to transition to one of those. And I know there's a lot of flavors of tea and stuff. I tried like maybe 5 to 10 different types of tea. And I tried coffee, and I was just like, I can't stand this stuff. This is awful. And then here I am, back to Sody Pop. Let's see. Try to leave combat so we can port out of here. Oh no, the freaking tunnel's closed again. Crap. My wife will murder me if she doesn't drink her Bubbles Diet Coke. I've tried black tea, that's effective. I don't know if I tried that. I tried a handful of different ones. I remember there was one that was like an apple cinnamon flavor, and I'm like, okay, I love apples and cinnamon. Surely I'll like this. And I was just like, no, this just tastes like dirty water. Like, all the teas I tried was just like water with hint of crap. I couldn't get into teas. Have you considered Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 energy drink? You just made that up. Please tell me you just made that up. No, I've not considered that. I wish I was like you, been trying to quit drinking at get-togethers for years, and somehow I end up drinking 1 or 2 sometimes. So, for me, okay, it's a couple of things, right? I know that I have an addictive personality. Okay, I tried streaming, I loved it. I haven't missed a day for 7 years. Okay, I know I have an addictive personality. So if there is something that someone's like, oh, hey, you should try this, and it would be bad if I were to do whatever that is every day from now on, I'm typically like, no, I better not. Because the worst thing that could happen would be if I like the thing. You understand? If I love the thing that you have me try, and it would be bad to do that every day, that's the worst thing that could happen. Now, on top of that, when I was a kid, my parents were basically like, you know, if we catch you doing like, you know, drinking or drugs or something, we'll kill you. And I was just like, okay, I've completely believed that. Like, they will bury me in the ground. I was scared of my parents. And then years later, as an adult, you know, I had the option to do that myself. And at that point, I was knowledgeable enough to be like, you know what? I come from a long line of raging alcoholics. Like, one time I saw my grandma beat my grandpa, like beat him, and I was just there. One time, I think Grandpa pulled a gun on the family. I wasn't there for that one. I have a cousin who died from drinking. It's done a lot of damage in my family tree. And I'm like, you know what? I'm probably pretty prone to this stuff. I'm not going to try it. So even as an adult, when I could have, I had the option to just try it if I wanted to, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So I have literally never tried alcohol. I do not know the appeal, and I'm going to keep it that way because the worst thing that could happen would be if I love it. Mandarsar says to me, alcohol is not worth the payoff it used to have, plus lack of filter. And yeah, I agree with you, everything you just said. Muck, I know what you mean. I tried building and painting Warhammer. Oh, no. Oh, that's way more expensive than alcohol. Now that'll ruin your life. Muck, check the monthly Wizard Challenge check if you got the Titanic. I did. Hey, fourth one's the charm. I got it done. Nice. Yeah, that's weird, because I showed you guys the achievement earlier. I had already done all 3 lanes. My dad's side of the family has a gambling addiction, so no IRL gambling for me. I definitely don't have that one. I've been to Las Vegas a few times, the gambling capital of the United States, for those who are outside the U.S., and me and Anna, my wife, we went down to the casino, and we're like, all right, we're going to try this. And she was like, all right, let's each go down there with, and it was some number, like $20 or $50. And she's like, and if we lose all this, that's it. That's the end, And I was like, all right, sounds like a plan. And we go down there, and I gambled $1, and I gambled $1, and I gambled $0.25, and I gambled $1, and I'm like, I want to go back to the room, man. They had Cartoon Network up there. And I just I went to some table and I put down all the rest of the money I was supposed to spend to try out gambling just on one go. And then I just bet it all. And I'm like, okay, I lost. And then I went back to my room. I've never had any appeal to gambling again. I do not get that. I don't get that draw, I can have ectoplasms and not gamble them. It doesn't pull. It doesn't pull me. Never tried smoking. I'm proud of it. I haven't tried smoking yet. My grandma died, and I don't think the cause of death was lung cancer, but she had that from smoking for her whole life. I've had too many people around me that smoke. I can't stand it. No, that's not me. That's not me either. Have had people in family with a alcohol addiction and dying from drinking and driving. It's really bad for me. It's really just about thinking I need a drink to feel not left out sometimes. But at least I've gotten where I drink 1 or 2 and I stop 95% of the time if I do decide to partake. Gotcha. Muck has the willpower of a gun. No, I don't. It's just, again, I don't know what I'm missing, right? If I'm already hooked on something, streaming, video games, I freaking do it every day. But if I think something might be a problem, I'm just like, I better not even try it, because then I'll know the pull. Right now, I don't know the pull. I gotta say, sometimes though, on a really bad day, something in my Irish blood, kind of like on a genetic level, I'm like, I feel the need to drink something, and I grab a Coke, and that's not it. So I think on a genetic level, sometimes my cells scream for it, but I truly don't know. I truly haven't tried it. I want to tell people not to touch ecto gambling, but I need them to gamble to keep the supreme bagroon price low. Dark, you're horrible. At Muck, here's the guacamole gamer fart. What? Guacamole gamer fart 9000 by Russian Badger. And these guys, look, this guy even looks like he's like, ugh. Like, this guy looks like he's not enjoying it. Strawberry lime flavor. Wait, it's not guacamole flavor? Oh my god. You can always ask Cellofrag for help on addictions. Didn't he just finish a 30-hour stream? I gotta wait for him to become conscious again. Muck's last pull to drink was co-streaming with Rose. Oh my god. Oh man. Rose is an awesome guy. Not letting him anywhere near the sound output of my stream anytime soon. I'm only ecto gambling for the gobbler and the achievement. I limit myself to 5 pulls a day. Okay. Have you tried flavored sparkling water? I used to hate it, but I found one flavor I like, and it has caffeine like Coke, but no sugar or calories recently. No, I haven't really tried that. The calories you get from the Coke are the worst. I'm kind of lucky. I've got a fast metabolism. I've kind of been just a skinny white boy my whole life. If that ever changes, I might have to change my my drinking habits. Yeah, 30-hour stream. Yeah, the 30-hour stream. Yeah, no caffeine. I do need some caffeine. I do need some caffeine in my day. All right, awesome. Good work on the meta, those that partook. Let's get our loot boxes here. All right. You know what really didn't help my my hook on soda is when I worked in tech support. There was a fridge full of soda, and the it was like we were all allowed to just help ourselves. That didn't help. That did not help. And then, like, there was a while where the boss was like, you know what, I should feed my nerds better. And the boss stopped getting soda, and he got, like, fruit baskets, and he wanted us to eat fruit. And then everybody hit, like, caffeine withdrawal at the same time, and we were all, like, fighting constantly, and, like, being, like, persnickety, like, bickering with each other. And the boss was like, oh, crap, I gotta bring the caffeine back in. And the boss went back to buying soda, because we were all just, like, angry at one another all the time. It's like, oh, this didn't work out. You know, I forgot my nerds need a well-balanced diet of chicken nuggets and soda pop. So he went back to buying to stocking the soda in the fridge. Caffeine withdrawals, no joke. Yeah. Yep. The boss is having a great time with these social experiments. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I had a huge Mountain Dew addiction because my friend's dad did. He made a Christmas tree out of the cans in the garage, and I thought that was so cool, and I tried to do it too. Oh, wow. As a kid, my parents bought me anything I wanted to drink soda-wise, which became a problem. There was a very long time... are any of you old enough to remember Surge? I was hooked on Surge. And my mom then one day, she found out that, like, one can of Surge has got, like, the recommended maximum amount of caffeine for, like, a full adult male for a day, and I was drinking, like, 3 a day. I was like, it's so good! So she was like, oh my god, this is a problem. So then she swapped me to, what was it? I think Hawaiian Punch. You remember that it was a red drink, and no matter how much ice you put in it, it never got cold? So we swapped to, like, cans of Hawaiian Punch. That was good. Then one time, I dropped a can, and it spilled on the carpet, and it was bright red, so it stained the carpet, and she got mad, and she never bought that again. And then I think she started buying Sunkist. So then I got hooked on Sunkist, and I drank that for ages. And then, dude, when I was in high school, and, like, puberty hit me, I had acne. It was like, it looked like I had gotten shot, like, just like, with it, like, blasted with birdshot or something. It was so, because I was intaking so much sugar, chat. It was so bad. So, like, my kid drinks water 90% of the time now, because I don't want him to go through the same thing I did with that. And then, like, he's allowed to have, like, a soda. Like, if we go out to eat, I'll buy him whatever he wants. He usually wants a Sprite. But if we're at home, he usually just has water. But yeah, my whole childhood, I was just drinking so much sugary drinks. Hawaiian Punch is great. It is. It's delicious. It's delicious. You drink Ecto Cooler. I don't know what that is. No. All right. Okay, chat. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, enjoyed the community. Couple of plugs here because I am out of time. If you happen to be new here, my name is Muk. I stream every evening and every weekday morning, usually until this time on the weekday streams, and then I'll be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream. We do evening streams 7 days a week. The morning streams are just Monday through Friday. As always, if you're new here, please hit the follow button if you're watching me on Twitch. Subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube. Those are a huge help. These are links in chat to my 2 YouTube channels if you're not already subbed to those, and a special thank you to our patrons. I could not afford my video editor without their help. They are awesome, and there's a link to that in the chat if you'd like to be a supporter. I'll be back tonight. For now, because I know there's a lot of people AFK farming drops, I'm going to find someone in the category 2. Dude, Shallow Frag's already awake? What the hell? He just freaking had his 30-hour stream. Let's see, who's live right now? Fandrel's live. Fandrel's okay. Noxxi's live, but I think Noxxi's AFK. All right. We'll get Fandral. Hang on just a second. All right. We did a, some of you may remember, if you only watch me, Fandral was in the group where we played Vermintide last Monday. He was in the group with me and Rose and Noxxi. He's a pretty cool guy. I'll see you guys over there. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll be back tonight. Yeah.
In whoever uses Plague Lance, right?